Hello everyone! How's everyone doing today? Good me out Eve! It has been a little bit. It's been a little bit. And for some reason I can't even hear my mix-it up alerts. That's crazy. Where's my sound alerts? I got jumpscared by my own stream on YouTube. Yeah, hello everyone, my name is Ade Song. I am your resident Gummihole Fox Girl VTuber. For some reason, OBS is having a big oopsie right now, so for those of you who are not on Twitch, basically what's going on is I can't view my Twitch chat. Right now, I don't know, my check-in for Twitch, I also can't hear the sound alerts. So, I don't know what's going on. Oh dear. Usually just works straight up out of the gate, so rippy. Twitch chat is dead. It really is dead. Chat, you want to hear some really bad news? Twitch is kid. No. Anyway, we'll make do with it. If people on Twitch can like test out other sound alerts, that would be really great. I do have some really exciting news to announce though. I have some very exciting news to announce. I'm gonna turn down my music a little bit on my end, just a little bit. So those on Twitch may have realized that we may have some shiny new emotes. Both free follower emotes and also tier 1 emotes. So if you go to the emote menu, you will see some very shiny blue-haired fox girls and not as many black-haired fox girls. That's right, they've all been updated to reflect my current branding. Unfortunately, I can't have them on YouTube right now because I am not partner yet, at least not in the affiliate sense, but hopefully we are very close to 500 subscribers and we just need about another 1,300 watch hours until I can unlock monetization, so hang tight YouTube, you'll get your custom emotes within the year, I promise. How are you, Ari-sama? I'm doing okay. Honestly, like, the hot weather has been very unkind to me, and it's been why I've been, like, sick. You guys might have seen I was sick earlier in the week. I caught something over the weekend, but the hot weather is not helping things whatsoever. Oh, nice! The sound alert, the check-in alert is actually working. Hi, Tosaka! Thank you for peeking in. Good to see you. Hello everyone. I need to drag this out to another place. My OBS is so unorganized right now. Don't get me started with the weather. Yeah, oh my god. Anyways, I held, for the first time, I held a VC. Just like a VC where, my Discord server members could come, chat, yap with me, chill. And I had to leave my fan running the entire time because otherwise, like, for the past few weeks, I've been getting heat-induced migraines. Yeah, heat-induced migraines, tension headaches, you name it. And it's gonna get even hotter for like the next few weeks. Now that we're entering July, we're really starting to see those peaks in temperatures. So I want to warn you guys in advance, there is a chance I may need to run my fan again on stream. Just to, make sure I don't, pass out or collapse or anything like that. So I will do my best to try and make sure as much of it does not leak into my mic as possible, because, my microphone is really super sensitive. But, I would like to be alive. I would be alive and cool, rather than have a little wonky stream audio, Yeah, I'm hearing things here. Yeah! It's just not a great time. I'm seeing lots of groundhogs and birds by the river trying to escape the heat. Oh my god. Wait, groundhogs? And you live by a river? Tosaka, why didn't you tell us about this? I can't believe you lived by a river this whole time. We could have gone over there and LARPed. As our best country girl and gal selves. I'm alive. That's good to hear, Victoria. That's really good. Hi, Zena. Thank you for picking in. How are you doing? Box, hello, everyone. Yeah, so since we are using the new emotes today, we might as well show them off, right? In fact, Yas, you're here in chat, right? Can you do me a solid and show off all the shiny new emotes and one big message. Please. And then pin it. Actually, no, don't pin it. Don't pin it yet. Please don't pin it. I have some important announcements. Well, not some important announcements. A semi-important announcement to make later. Damalio primoram bozol sepi. What the hell does that even mean? I see letters and words string together in some sort of sentence, but I do not comprehend. Alright, there it is. Alright, so, chat. Objection! We have a couple of new animated emotes. One is still awaiting approval by 7TV, so it will not be debuting tonight. It will debut tomorrow, though, for sure. And we have a lot of new static emotes for both my followers and my tier 1 subscribers. So first is the beautiful 670 emote. Shut up! Shut up! Go save your own game. I'm in the middle of trying to show off my beautiful emo steel and you're not paying attention. How dare you? How dare you? Anyway, we have the beautiful 6-7 emotes. Feel free to spam that when you're feeling your most brain-rotted self and you don't want to act like an adult anymore and you just want to fill your brain with more TikTok poison. Yeah, that's for you. We also have a new hi emote. So this is one of the default follower emotes. Feel free to use this whenever you see new people come in. Wave at them. Thank you for the hydration check, Gandalf. Thank you. So yeah, whenever we see new people come in, I want you guys to use this hi emote to greet them, okay? Hi, 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 hi. Anytime you see that first message label in chat, you need to spam that. What you could also spam is the love emotes. This is also available to my followers on Twitch. It's pretty, straightforward. A lot of hearts. Send them your highs, your waves, and then send them your love. Then we have the bonk emote. I believe this is a T1 emote. And it's self-explanatory. I say something sussy, you say something sussy, you get bonked. Bonk. We have a dead emote. We have the chill emote, which I really, really like. Am I gonna get locked up for my sussy crimes, or are you, chat, going to get locked up for your sussy crimes? If I see Victoria talking about how she is down bad for the chairman in Persona 3 Reload, I think we need to lock her up. So that's what that emote is for. We also have a pad emote to replace the old one, an angry emote to also replace the old one. We have a muted emote, so you know how sometimes I come back from break and I look like I'm... And you guys are like, Ari, you're muted. Yeah, that's what you can spam. You spam the muted emote when you can't hear a single thing and you're like, Baka Gumiho streamer, Baka Gumiho VTuber. Yeah, that's right, Gandalf. Just like that. Just like that. We also have a cry emote. We haven't had one for like a pretty long time, so this is an overdue edition. We have a static raid emote. I have not updated the current raid message yet, so we won't be using this tonight, at least in the copy pasta, but feel free to spam that emote as well if you're a T1 subscriber and we raid tonight. We have a copium emote. You know, when I'm coping that Mr. Rekka and Skrillum are going to be playable, and Honkai Star Rail, and that they're going to make an official DLC package for Persona 3 Reload and add Kotoko, the female protagonist, and add the romance social links for Akihiko et al. Yeah, that's when you spam copium emote. When FR... Don't you dare mute me, bro. Don't you dare mute me, bro. And then finally, we have the bedge emote. That's for you guys when you'd like to leave stream to go sleep. You can use that. Be like, I'm gonna bedge. Good night. I'm ow. Ow. Oh, why the bananas? Why the fucking bananas? What did I say? There is nothing I said that warrants it. Get your fingers off my cheek. So those are all the official emotes. I have a very special one. I have a very special emote that's going to debut tomorrow. If you were in my VC in Discord last night, you know what it is. I would like to ask you to please keep that to yourself. Shh. Shh. Let it be a surprise, okay? But yeah, I hope you guys like the new emotes. Please use them a lot. I would love it if you guys use them very often in chat and YouTube again. When we unlock monetization, hopefully this year, hopefully you guys will be able to access these emotes as well. I plan to make them available on both platforms. I was originally gonna try and put them on Better TTV, since you can use custom emotes through Better TTV, the browser extension. However, they're not available to mobile users. So I think for now, we're just going to wait. We're going to wait until I can unlock monetization and upload custom emotes. And then you guys will finally have these beautiful, beautiful static emotes. I don't know about animated emotes. Actually, chat, do you know? Do you know if YouTube supports animated emotes? I feel like I've never seen them in like YouTube VTubers chats. But yeah. Those are all the shiny new emotes. I love bananas, and I love to share what I love, but I don't love bananas, so why would you pelt me with them? That's kind of anti-Ari, don't you think? That's very anti-Gumiho. That means, chat, you need to lock up Zen right now. Where's the jail emote? Chat, we're throwing Zen in jail. Anyways, fuck you. Anywho, before I forget, thank you for peeking in. Gandalf, congratulations on being first as well for the 8th time in a row. Tosaka, Zen, and I saw a box earlier. Thank you for dropping by. And yeah, chat, if you have not peeked in yet, make sure to do so. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, my mod. My Twitch mod shows up and never peeks in. Make sure to maintain your stream streak because native Twitch won't do it for you. I love your eyes. Thank you. Thank you, Victoria. Hololive has them, but they are a special category. Oh, what do you mean by special category? Jail is for you? No, it's for you. It's for you. Chat, why aren't you spamming the jailed emote now? Yeah, stop 6-7ing. Where's my jail emote? They are a big corpo. So do only big companies have access to animated emotes, or I'm failing to understand what the difference is here. Anyone can upload custom emotes to YouTube. What I want to know is animated emotes. Perhaps? Anyways, well, that's for me to find out later. But yeah, how are you guys doing tonight? I hope you've been doing well. Again, please make sure to stay hydrated and cool during this insane heat wave. I actually saw it's gonna thunderstorm again later this weekend for me. So I'm tired of the cycle. I'm tired of it raining, then the temperatures cool down, and then they start rising up again until they reach near 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And then it culminates in a big thunderstorm that lasts for about 2 days. And then it cools down again, and then it heats up again, and then it thunderstorms again. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Finally home from work. Oh, sounds good. Hope you're able to relax after work now, Cat. No animated emotes? Ah, drat. Alright, well, YouTube, I'll do the next best thing, and I don't know how many emotes I'm able to upload at a time, but I will give you at least the static versions of the animated ones. Drinking Dr. Pepper feed my angel. Okay, first of all, why the hell are you drinking Dr. Pepper? At least, if you had to drink a soda that I do not like, you could have gone for Pepsi, because at least that's a running joke. But Dr. Pepper, to stay hydrated. Who the hell is drinking soda to be hydrated? Go get water with electrolytes. Dr. Pepper Poopy's thinking, yes, this is the one thing that Yas and I can agree on. We go to war over Pepsi, but we declared truce over Dr. Pepper. So real, so real. Recording my next demo tomorrow. Ooh, good luck with that, Zen. I hope nets you some more opportunities. Dr. Pepper for Steins Gate. I hate cola-type sodas. Just drink milkis, 5head. YouTube chat, do you know what milkis is? Gonna play Pokemon and eat Din Tai Fung beforehand? What's Din Tai Fung? Never heard of it. Milk? No, not regular milk. Milkis. It's a Korean soda. Here, I'll show you guys. Oh. Yeah. Pour one out. Pour one out for my downloads folder, guys. That's already getting cluttered as fuck. It's a type of, the best way I can describe it is a kind of cream soda. So it's like a milky yogurt flavor. Where is the fucking... Where is the picture? Here we are. So if you've ever gone to an Asian grocery store, or heck, even some Western retailers, if you live in like the States, Walmart or Costco might carry these. This is milkis. And this is the original flavor. They also have a ton of other fruit flavors, but I personally don't like them. I always go for the original one. Yeah, milkis, original flavor, milk and yogurt. The white and blue can specifically. You know, that kind of fits my branding to a T. I'm not sure, but maybe I could try it. You should try it. Honestly, like, don't knock it before you try it. It's very nice and refreshing. I actually have a little bit poured out into my thermos mug right now. That's how I'm gonna keep myself cool tonight during stream. That's very similar to Calpico's packaging. I'll have to give it a try. Yeah, it doesn't taste too different from Calpico, but honestly, as a Korean American myself, I'm obviously gonna be biased, right? Milkis above Calpico. Though Calpico, I will say, it does have very nice flavors like peach drinks, lychee drinks. Yeah, whenever I'm feeling like I need like a Cole's fizzy drink, but like with an actual fruit flavor, I go for Calpico. If I just want like a regular like yogurt flavored drink and I don't have access to Yakult, then I'll go for milkis. I think Yakult is technically healthier because it has probiotics in it. But my mom like keeps saying, no, don't buy Yakult in the States. It's just sugar water. We only buy yogurt in Korea. That's where the real probiotics are. And I'm like, I failed to see the difference. I failed to see the difference. Yogurt is basically just like Japanese Yakult, sold in Korean letters. Does not seem like something I would drink, but I try. Yes, chat, please try milkis for me. Try milkis for me and tell me what you thought of it. Please, it's one of my favorite drinks in the world. What about Chisong? Chisong Saida is a good one too, but that's closer to Sprite, I'd say. It's like, if you took Sprite and removed like the lemon lime flavor from it, that's a pretty good soda as well. I do not drink that often, because it can be kind of expensive here in the States. But whenever I go to Korea, I always try to get like a can or two just to try out during the summer. So you drink milkis but won't drink pilk. Okay, because the reason why I don't drink pilk is because Pepsi already has a very distinct cola flavor. And I don't think if you mix it with milk that it will taste good. Remember guys, this is closer to like a yogurt flavored soda. Like, you can experiment. Like, my mom has mixed together milk and Sprite before to like some varying degrees of success. That being said, there's a lot more like chemical formulation that goes on behind milkis, and I want to emphasize it's a lot more of a yogurt flavor than actual milk. Like, I think the concentration of milk is like pretty low. Milkis and pilk is not endemic. Exactly. And like, it reflects in the coloring too. Like, Pepsi, it's literally dark, like the night. And milkis, it's clear, like the day. And I know what drink I'm going for. It's like $1.25 to $1.75 in Poland for a can of milkis. That's not too bad, actually. Are we talking US dollars for that one? I don't know how that equates in your currency. $1.75, it might be a little bit overpriced in my humble opinion, but if you can get it for $1.25, not too bad. I think Poland is in the EU and therefore uses the euro. Ah, okay. Yeah, so I don't know how many euros that would be. If you don't put a certain Persona character high in your tier list, I'm a riot. Well, the good news is you can make your own tier list even if you disagree with me. I'll be pasting the URL later in chat. Speaking of Persona, chat. Everyone, pay attention right now because this is kind of important. I mean, I've already announced it. If you've paid attention to like my YouTube posts and my Discord server and my schedules, you know what I'm gonna talk about, but I'm gonna say it here anyway in case people have missed it. I am streaming Persona 3 Reload tomorrow, Friday, 7 p.m. EST. Not Saturday this week. This is a change for this week only because America has their 4th of July Independence Day holiday this Saturday. So a lot of my audience is going to be either celebrating the holidays or they're not sure if they're going to be able to make it. And I also think I will be busy on that day. So I have elected to not stream on Saturday and instead we're temporarily going to do it on Friday, tomorrow instead. So yeah, if you guys want to watch me play more Persona 3 Reload, you've been following my previous playthroughs, yeah, remember, it's going to be tomorrow, 7 p.m. EST, and not Saturday. I've pinned the message in both chats just to make sure, because I know especially on YouTube, a lot more new people have been discovering me through my Persona playthroughs. Thank you so much for your support. And I have been really emphatic on saying I will always stream Persona 3 Reload on Saturday, 7 p.m. EST, but I lost track of time. Imagine being an American citizen and not knowing the date and when your own holidays are. Yeah, imagine being that kind of citizen, right? How unpatriotic of me. But seriously, I literally forgot that the 4th of July was coming up, so I had to last minute rearrange things. So hopefully you guys can still make it on Friday. If not, the VOD will always be up on my Twitch and YouTube channels, of course. Siri told me it's Lucy. Is that a dark L, by the way, as the currency? I knew it had been this, but wasn't sure if it still was. For Poland, I'm assuming, right? Strawberry Calpico, holy, I have not tried Strawberry Calpico actually. Is it good? I mean, I'm assuming so because you're spamming the lick emo, like, ew. Why lick? Why lick the bottle? Just drink it like a regular civilized human being. Excuse me. Pepsi is a lower quality of Dr. Pepper. Excuse you, no, Dr. Pepper is a lower quality of Pepsi. I said what I said. Alright, chat. We're gonna do another poll. Type 1 if you prefer Pepsi. Type 2 if you prefer Dr. Pepper. Type 3 if you're like me and your favorite soda is just something else completely. My currency is 4.5 PLN or 7 PLN for different flavor. Yeah, go for the original. I always say go for the originals first, and if you like the original formulation, then maybe you could try the fruit flavors, but again, I really don't like the fruit flavors of milkis. I think they're an abomination to the soda drink industry. I don't know what Lotte was thinking. So yeah, if you want fruit-flavored fizzy drinks, just go for Calpico instead. Oh, say. I forgot to Omega Wall. I usually don't celebrate the 4th of July. I think the only exception was like, I think last year or the year before last year, I went out to see the fireworks at the beach with some of my IRLs. And that was basically it. No singing the anthem. We just got ice cream, read books, played a little bit of sports, and watched the fireworks, and then we went home. Oh, we did get caught in the middle of a thunderstorm, though. That was fun. It was like, why is it suddenly pouring at 7 p.m. at night and the fireworks have still not started? Oh boy, we gotta put up that tarp. Oh no. I have tomorrow off. Hey, let's go. Enjoy your extra day off. The principal can step on me, choke on me with jail. Chat, where's the jail emote? Break it out. We need to imprison Victoria right now. Social isolation. I'm gonna roast you over the fireplace. Say goodbye to the gloomy freezer. 1, 2, 3, 0. I don't drink soda. Honestly, you're base for that, Zen. Soda's low-key unhealthy. Water is actually my favorite drink because it's the drink that I have the most because, you know, hydration. But yeah, if I had to pick a soda, it would obviously be milkis. 3. Okay, so a lot of you guys have honored society by casting aside the horrendous abominations that are Pepsi and Dr. Pepper, and you have joined the elite cultured subgroup of society that only likes other sodas. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me that humanity is maybe not doomed after all. If there are still humans alive that hate Dr. Pepper and /or Pepsi, then humanity is saved. We will survive the impending apocalypse. Drink mostly water? Yeah, same, Jojo. I'm a big H2O enjoyer. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Okay, you know what? We have to play soda pop now. Where is this song? Oh, here it is. I literally said to play it next, and they remembered to play it next. Oh my god, you know what? I'm just gonna manually play it. It's fine. Wait, that's takedown. What are they doing? There we go. YouTube music is pulling a funny on me right now. It's like, I want to play this song. No, we're gonna play a completely different song from the album. What the flying hell? The only celebration I do is get discounted American-themed snacks. I don't even buy American-themed snacks. I think most American-themed snacks that are sold around this time period are just really overloaded with sugar and sodium and whatnot. And that's just not my preferred flavor profile. Like, I like sweet things and I like savory things, but like most American snacks, they tend to put way too much of it. Pouring on the forward so alright, Tosaka, hold up. Pause, champ. We need to dial it back a little bit. No jail, please, princess. But I'm the Gumiho here. What I say goes here. Alright, chat. Throw Victoria in jail, tie her up, and put her on the stick to roast over the fireplace. I mostly drink soda for drinks mixed with alcohol. I really rarely drink any soda. Oh yeah, Yakult and milkis are actually like pretty nice, like mixed in with like certain alcohols, especially soju. If you remember like my last drunk karaoke stream, milkis with yogurt soju, that went pretty well to the point where I was like, wait, I literally don't taste any difference in flavor. Maybe my taste buds are just cooked. Maybe an alcohol connoisseur could have like picked up on like the slight difference of like the notes mixing in, but I'm not an alcohol master. I'm not a bartender or whatnot. The only soda that I regularly drink is Mountain Dew. Apart from that, it's just water, lemonade, milk, and Clyde Pickle. Mountain Dew is okay. I don't mind it once in a while. It has like a pretty high caffeine percentage though, so I have to avoid it these days. Otherwise, my heart go like boom, 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 palpitations. Yeah, in general, I try to avoid caffeine when I can help it outside of milk teas because I don't know if it's because I consumed too much during college doing pulling all-nighters, but I get heart palpitations easily from caffeine. What's that Japanese soda called? I like those. Ramune? Oh yeah, the glass bottles with the ball in them, right? They're fine. I find them overpriced for like the amount of liquid you get though. I love in bumfuck nowhere not on the map feels. A lot of the snacks are not poisoning me. Hey, you should just move to the urban areas in the East Coast or West Coast and eat not poison snacks. Why the hell the principal? If we have to talk about older guys, I prefer Leon even if he is from a True! If we want to talk about DILFs or GILs, we gotta talk about Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 9. Unfortunately, we're not doing a Resident Evil character tier list today. We're doing Persona! So he'll just have to wait until I finally decide to play the Zombie Hunter franchise. Don't forget to try my... Yeah, I'm gonna sing this for our next karaoke stream, yes. Just you wait. I'm gonna learn this and the ending and rope everyone into watching Nadia with us. Yeah, Yas and I and a few other of our friends are group watching this anime called Nadia, the Secret of Blue Water. I've mentioned this before, but yeah, we're having a lot of fun with it, and I really like the opening and ending songs. So I want to sing them for karaoke sometime. Yes, if your taste buds weren't cooked, you'd be a pilk enjoyer. Chat, should I demod Yas? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no, type 3 for we just need new mods. We just need more mods. I will put Takumi hole tattoo on my belly while I'm in jail. Whoa, whoa, you don't need to go that far, buddy. But you don't need to go quite that far. Not that I can police what other people do with their bodies, but wow, that's kind of extreme. Well, make it a temporary tattoo, okay? No permanent marks, alright? I'm the kind of person that doesn't really like tattoos. Like, I don't mind other people having tattoos. Let me be very clear. But I don't really like tattoos on myself, especially like in a way that they're permanently on my body, and it's really expensive and difficult to try and erase them later. So I'm just like, nah. I'm saving myself that trouble. If I do anything, it's just a temporary tattoo that I can wash off later. Leon, my king, I know, he's so hot. Oh my god. Didn't expect to like Nadia as much as I did, even if I don't think it's a masterpiece. Yeah, like, it's not like, holy shit, this is a hidden gem masterpiece of societal commentary. No, it's just like dumb fun, and surprisingly has some good serious moments. So yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. It's actually inspired. Like, if you guys have read Jules Verne novels like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Journey to the Center of the Earth, Around the World in 80 Days, yeah, it takes a lot of inspiration from those novels. So if you're a big fan of Verne literature, I think you should try this one out. 3. Well, Gandalf, are you volunteering to become one of my Twitch or YouTube mods? I am thinking about reopening mod applications later this year. Because most of my original mods have gotten busy, and I need at least 1 or 2 other people to try and balance out tasks with, especially on-stream things. So yeah, if you guys are ever interested, keep an eye out. I'll probably maybe put out a form, an application in a few months. But I will strongly prefer that you are very familiar with Twitch or YouTube chat backend things. So yeah. Automod. I do need to reset up the YouTube automod system. For those of you on YouTube, I do usually require a subscription before you can type in my chats, because if I don't enable that setting, we get like the most horrendous bots in my chats. And the one time I forgot to enable it, like recently, I got this like one really creepy message about corn of people not of age, not of legal age. So yeah. I at least set the minimum duration to like as low as I could possibly make it for 1 minute only. So I try to like keep the barrier down as much as possible, but yeah. The most of the time when I've enabled automod on YouTube, it tends to be like super aggressive. And no matter what I did, like no matter what settings I tinkered, it would keep timing people out and warning them if they like sent a message like every minute. Which like in a live stream, especially in small channels like mine, I don't care about like how often like your chat spam to me is just like you're just spamming nothing but like 50 emojis at a time like every 5 seconds. That's not my typical viewers, right? So yeah, I decided to like just do away with automod, and that's why the system is the way it is currently. More mods, more mod content than True, chat. You could do a mod bonding session with Yasumi, play Mecha Chameleon, play Peak, play Repo together. If you wanted to be parasocial with me, this is probably the closest you'd ever get. Half/S. Half sarcastic. Resident Evil 4 is my top favorite. Ooh. I do hear good things about, what was it, 2 and 4? And maybe, was it 6? I think it's 6. And then obviously 9. And of course, Resident Evil Village, because of like that really gorgeous mommy vampire. Why is it all K-pop right now? K-pop Demon Hunters. Alright, where's my playlist? We're just gonna shuffle play my usual playlist. I have around 20 unique tattoos. Wow, that's a lot. I'm impressed. What do you have tattoos of usually? Like, when you get a tattoo, what do you usually make it of? Like, is it like characters or something sentimental to you, IRL? Or like quotes or something? I mean, if I'm not too sus, then I could, but I'm not sure about my availability in the weekdays after the summer. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're not looking for mods right now, but I'm thinking probably in the future we might be. And hopefully we'll have some more people then that might be open to volunteering a little bit more time for the community. But as of right now, you guys don't need to stress about it. Talking about soda, do you like ramune? And did you have try Absolute Blessed Drink that is ramune matcha with Jägermeister? It's really awesome. I like ramune in general. As I mentioned earlier on stream, I don't normally go for it because I think it's overpriced for the amount of liquid that you get. So I prefer to get other sodas that are more bang for my buck. I have not tried ramune with Jägermeister because I'm pretty sure I have not had a Jägermeister in my life. Mostly spiritual and personal meaning tattoos. Ah, I see. Well, good for you. Are you thinking about getting like a whole tattoo arm sleeve? Or do you just like, or are you avoiding that for the most part? If I wanted to be parasocial with you, I would 20-0 you in a fighting game and leave without a word like I do with my actual friends. So what I'm hearing is I need to buy a capture card and Nintendo Switch Online so that we can have a community Super Smash Bros. Tournament. Is that what I'm hearing, chat? 안녕. Hey, Andre, thank you for picking in. Good morning, Eve. Hope you're doing well. We're just chilling right now. Then we're going to be doing a Persona dating character tier list later. Both of my arms are pretty much sleeves. Ah, not holding it. I see. So if you start running out of room, then you're going to have to start going to like your torso or your legs then. It's overpriced anywhere in the world except in Japan. Yeah, obviously. You Smash Brothers. Alright, what's your fighting game of choice then? I only have Smash Brothers myself. I do have the free version of, what is it, Granblue Fantasy Versus? But that's it. I haven't really tried or tested it out. I'm not a big fighter game person myself. Yeah, Granblue, like you said you wanted to. I said the Relink games! That's not the fighting games. The Relink is basically the JRPG console versions of the original gacha game. With the whole story and everything. Getting a stomach tattoo, so wow! Is it a womb tattoo? Is it a womb tattoo? If I want to be parasocial, I would just write fanfiction of Arya and Hanwha. Yeah, what are you gonna write that Geo Yuri fanfiction of us? Just kidding. Get Sanhwa's permission first before you do that. I will miss Gremlin emote. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of my current emotes just do not reflect my current branding, so I had to remove a lot of them. And like, the Gremlin emote is not hung in Bimblune technically, so... Yeah, I think that emote still is in my Discord server though. If not, I can add it later. But yeah. We have plenty of other shiny new emotes for you to play with, so I hope you'll make good use of them. We do still have the derp and smug emotes, because the derp obviously can't be replaced, and I haven't found a good emote to replace my smug one yet, so for now, it'll stay there. But I would really, really be happy if you guys would use the emotes that have my blue hair. Yeah, thank you, Andre. Gremlin emote is cute? Bro, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this earlier. Except for Derp and Smug, I'm killing all other non-blue hair Ari emotes. I don't mind working on small, doing overtime, etc. It's just that I'm in a different time zone, and it could be harder to do that on weekdays if the streams end like 3 hours before the day shift. True, that's why some VTubers, they tend to have mods from like different time zones so that they can pick up where other people can't leave off. But again, let me emphasize this. You guys don't have to worry about it now. We will be thinking about it much more seriously later in the year. So not this summer. Now, if my Persona streams tend to like start expanding a lot more rapidly, then maybe we'll consider it. But for the time being, I think it's still manageable between Yas and me. And occasionally purrs when they show up. Tattoo of the principal and Are, my wife, on his back. I don't make me marry your husbando, okay? Please. I don't want to be affiliated in any way. Like, I don't want to be in an implied throuple with him or like some weird polycule. No, no, absolutely not. No, 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 no. Big no, no. This is like GTA 6, guys. She's making an announcement of the announcement, the real announcement, because they're true. It's me teasing an announcement of the announcement of the announcement of the announcement of the announcement. Yeah. Maybe Gremlin could live on a 7TV emote, not that I still use it. Oh yeah, we are gonna try using, we are gonna try putting a couple custom emotes and 7TV and play around with it. Yeah, by the way, guys, for those of you also on Twitch, again, sorry, YouTube, YouTube, you might be able to use this, depending on if it has compatibility with YouTube or not. I know Better TTV has a browser extension for YouTube, but at least on Twitch, if you install the 7TV/Better TTV browser extension for Chrome, Firefox, you name it, you will be able to gain access to a ton of my other additional stream emotes. These are a lot of global emotes that you might have seen used in other streamers' chats. So again, I think I have I think I have periodic reminders in chat, but if you would like to use custom emotes like huzzah or ha or really, the kind of emotes that Yas likes to spam in my chat, then you should download the 7TV browser extension. I think it's pretty fun and cool. But of course, I know some people prefer using Twitch native emotes instead, which is why I try to broaden and widen our options as much as possible. So I hope you guys are happy with them. We are so neglected. It's not intentional. YouTube, if you're gonna blame anyone, blame the actual company, not me. My hands are tied. My hands are tied until we reach 500 subscribers. So actually, YouTube, you know what you could do? You know the best way, the fastest way to unlock emotes for us? Watch my streams. Share my streams and my videos with your friends. Get them to watch my Persona 3 Royal playthroughs. Because the more subscribers I get, and the more watch hours I get, the closer we are to unlocking YouTube emotes. So if you care about that, like, comment, and subscribe. Help me stay in the algorithm. And in return, I'll make sure to give you as much fun content as possible. As the YouTube mod, I protest. You are not mod though, Victoria. What the hell are you talking about? Yas is mod there. When they release season 2 of Nana, yes. Like when they're going to release Screwlum and Honkai Star Rail. Yeah. Yeah. Like they're gonna release a remake of Persona 1 and 2. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let me drink a little bit of water because it's been a while since I hydrated. The real YouTube mod has appeared? Yes! Huzzah! There goes my mod. Chat, can I get 07s in chat for my mod who decided to show up on YouTube for once? Can I get 07s in chat? Yeah, salute the mod! He's been overworking himself to help me on stream, and I really appreciate it. I hope you guys can show your appreciation too. May I suggest a better TTV emote? Yeah, if you want to suggest emotes, drop them into suggestions channel in my Discord server. Hold on a second. I low-key forgot I can't type in Twitch chat and OBS, so I gotta navigate to my browser window. Exclamation point Discord in chat. And if you'd like to suggest other games for me to play on stream or other contents, you can also use that suggestions channel in my Discord server. Where is YouTube chat? Exclamation point Discord. Yatta. Okay. Oh, alright, I'm a little tired. One day I'll get Ari to play Nintendo games on stream. I need the capture card first. But I have some other things I need to save up for, and for now, Nintendo games are basically like my games that I play off stream, so I would prefer to keep it that way for the time being so that I don't burn myself out trying to make content for too many things. Okay. So, chat, do you want to make a Persona tier list tonight? Let me see. I'll just get my window up. Yeah? Okay. So here's how this is gonna work. We are not covering Persona 1 and 2. We're not doing that tonight. We're only covering Persona 3, 4, and 5, the main characters of each game. Mostly because if we did characters for all 5 games, I think we'd be here for longer than I want stream to run for. So, yeah. We're just gonna rank certain characters from those 3 games. And once we shift gears, I'll be able to explain a little bit more how the tier list is gonna work. Sae Nijima is S tier. Sae? Now that is interesting. I just realized something. Hold up. Boom. There would need to be a special tier list for antagonists to be placed in Hell tier. So we're actually not gonna do the antagonists, because since we're playing Persona 3 Reload right now, for anyone who's been watching my playthroughs and doesn't want to be spoiled, yeah, I think those are easy skips. There are certain characters that you get social links for, and I will be ranking those. But chat, if you see someone and you know they're an antagonist in a game, or you know that they have some sort of special story significance, I need you to stay quiet about it, okay? We're gonna replace the pin message in chat later once we start up the tier list, the ranking, but yeah. Any major spoilers for any of the mainline Persona games is pretty much off limits here. Bam, 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 bam. I want to save this. Hold on. Persona dating tier list. Save. Oh, okay. So I can add additional ones. Okay, nice, nice, nice. What Yas mentioned earlier, I was like, wait a second. There is one crucial character we're missing from here. So I need to remedy that. Alright. It's gonna look poorly crossed, but I fixed that. Okay. I'm a little tired, I'm not gonna lie, chat. Alright. Actually, before we get into things, chat, can I run a quick experiment with you guys? Can I run a quick experiment with you guys really quickly? Because I know it's gonna get hotter in my room later. Sam, thank you for peeking in. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I want to try running my fan on my room. I was actually running it last night in my Discord VC, but I forgot I had Discord like noise suppression and the other filters turned on. So I want to run it right now and see if it's if my mic picks up any of the audio. Can we do that just like really quickly so that I know how to calibrate it for future streams? It's so hot here too. Yeah. I think right now, let me check. It's like 92 degrees right now. It's dead ass 92 degrees right now. And I hate it. Okay, I'm gonna turn it on real quick. Let me know if you can hear it. Okay, so it's running right now. So you might not be able to hear it when I'm not talking like this. But when I'm speaking, can you guys hear any of like the fan rattling or anything? Like the fan engine? Nope. Maybe a little bit. Okay. Maybe if I turn on like monitoring, I might be able to listen to it a little bit. It's not bothersome? Okay. Alright. I'm not feeling that hot, so I'm gonna turn it off for now. But if it gets too hot later, I'll probably I'll probably turn it on again. Alright, thanks for helping me with that, chat. Okay. Let's do this. Alrighty! Oh, I forgot we had these things. Yeah, this is basically like all of the contents that I have to plan for the rest of this year. I low-key forgot about this. But yeah, we will be playing Final Fantasy XIV in July. I can promise that. Alright, if we're gonna do a Persona tier list, I think we need Persona music playing. Am I right, chat? We need the good Persona music. Hey, Bull, thank you for peeking in. Good to Eve, hope you're doing well. Alright. Anyways, hello everyone, and welcome to my Persona character tier list, where I'm going to be ranking characters based on whether I date them, whether I'd ask them out on a date or not. Hi, Irv! Hi, Pondosi, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Now here's how the tier list is going to work. I'm going to paste the link to this template later so you guys can make your own however you want. But in general, what I'm going to do is I will only be ranking characters whom we have social links with. Now, if you see that some characters may have some particular story significance for one reason or another, I would like to firmly ask you to not spoil it in chat. I will not be addressing it. So if I skip over certain characters, shush. Shush, they don't have social links. Are they important in other ways? Maybe. Are we going to talk about it on stream? No. Aegis S tier for bot X bot love, everyone else F. I see you are a big proponent of the clanker fucker agenda. I approve. I actually approve. Clankers are great in AO3. Morgana S tier? I have a suspicion that my Twitch mod may need to be demodded for the third time in a row tonight. It's like it's throwing out red flag after red flag after red flag. Chat, I think we need Yas to take the right spirity test score right now. I'll clank you. Did I ask for it though? Wow. Imagine clanking me without my consent. That's so uncool. That's so uncool. Yeah, I'm gonna rip your motherboard out of your system now. Have fun with that. Alright, Yas, if you can pin a spoiler message in both Twitch and YouTube. But before, while you're doing that, one last reminder to everyone in chat right now. I will be playing Persona 3 Royal this week tomorrow and not Saturday. We're still gonna start at the usual stream time of 7 p.m. EST, but I forgot that the Saturday is the 4th of July, and so a good portion of my audience can't make it. I also will probably be very unable to make it for reasons I won't get into the stream right now. So we're gonna play it tomorrow. We're gonna play it tomorrow, not Saturday. We'll be back to Saturday next week. But just for this week, blame it on the holidays and American patriotism, I guess. Celebrate Canada Day instead. But yeah, that's how the schedule is going to go for this week. We'll be back to regular days next week. Yeah, thank you for listening to my PSA. I always blame America, don't worry. Bro, I'm deadass. I'm cheering for Canada to take the World Cup. I don't care. I freaking don't care. Make Canada win the World Cup and put everyone else in their places. because Korea had to drop the ball. I'm still so mad about that. Chat, have you been keeping up with the World Cup? Because I'm gonna be so for real, I was not expecting Korea to like drop the ball so hard like that. They didn't even make it to top 32. I blame their coach. I blame their good-for-nothing nepotism coach. Wait, let Mexico win? Okay, I won't be mad if Mexico wins either, but like, I'm cheering for Canada right now. Because a lot of my friends are Canadian. Their coach got exposed, bro. I'm waiting for that government investigation into the Korean Football Association to bear fruit. I need them to expose all the corruption in that agency because we've been new for years. Chat, if you do not know, the current Korean coach for the World Cup this year, or should I say now former, he was actually fired before. He used to be coach like back in, what was it, 2014? And he did such a horrible job that he got fired. And then for some reason, they brought him back a couple years ago. And now look what happened. We failed miserably yet again. So he resigned before they could fire him. And I think he's fled somewhere in America right now. And gee, I hope the Koreans on the West Coast find him, expose his location, and shame him. I hope he gets heckled wherever he goes. He deserves it. Nope, was cool having foreigners in town for it though. That's cool. I hope you guys were able to do like some sort of cultural exchange or things like that. Did you just say Persona 3 Royal? I meant Reload. Listen, I'm very tired. I'm very tired. The heat has been making me have a lot of migraines the last few weeks, and my brain cells are cooked. I'm sorry. Listen. Reload, Royal, they both start with R's. There's Persona 4 Revival next year too. They're all starting with freaking R's. How am I supposed to keep track of them? You can forgive a little slip up here and there, right? Welcome in, Goofy Goober. Hope you enjoy your time here. We ain't beating Morocco, but thanks for your optimism. Not with that attitude. Not with that attitude, you won't. You need to have faith and confidence in yourself. And then you will beat Morocco. Say it with me, chat. Canada will beat Morocco. Canada will beat Morocco. Again, Canada will beat Morocco. Persona Revelation? Let's see. I know they did. What was it? Oh wait, chat. There's actually an album of Persona 3 original OST re-records called Reincarnation. I'm starting to suspect that Atlas really loves words that begin with re, cause what the hell is Metaphor launching with? Metaphor Re-Fantasio. We are the real red flag country. So true. So true. And you have the shiny maple leaf to show for it. Okay. Alright. Anyways, so this is how the tier list is going to work. I'm going to explain it one more time for anyone who might have missed it. So TLDR. Oh yeah, good thing the ad break is finishing right now on Twitch, so this is perfect timing. So we are going to be ranking the main characters that we can form social links with in this tier list by whether I would date them or not. Basically, like, would I ask them out on a date? Could I see myself entering a relationship with this character? That's what we're going to be ranking. And if you would like to follow along with this template, I'm going to post this in Twitch chat, YouTube chat. And yeah, so if you can have that link handy so that you can spam it if someone asks for the template, feel free to share your tier list at the end of stream, either on my social media, in my comments on YouTube, or in my Discord server. But yeah, we are not going to be addressing who amongst these characters are antagonists or not. What I care about is, do they have social link? Yes? Okay. We move. That's basically all we're going to say. We're not going to dive into like characters' bond links. We're not going to dive into like their backstories. We're just going to look at how they appear at first glance. Maybe like their general personality as they first appear in the game. And that's it. That's all the criteria we're using for this tier list. Can't wait for the Persona 6 re-release, Persona 6 re-spooked. No, I think at that point they're actually gonna use the Revelation, the Revelation label. Persona 6 Revelation, Persona 3 Reload, Persona 4 Revival, Persona 5 Royal, and Persona 6 Revelation. Which, you know, it would kind of fit with like the more occult, like spooky afterlife thing they've got for Persona 6 going on. Alright, so I am going to open each of these character sprites in a separate tab so you guys can see the full body design. But I think we should start with the game I'm currently playing right now. We'll go in chronological order. We'll start with Persona 3 Reload, or just Persona 3 in general. Alright, so first we have Makoto Yuki. And luckily, we already have a Megaton wiki page. Alright, so let's see. You know, I kind of, on second thought, I think maybe we should just maybe I should just save the images and drag them to VTube Studio. I think that might be better. Anyways. Alright, we'll do it like this. So, we have Makoto, the protagonist of Persona 3 Reload. As you can see, he kind of has that emo hairstyle going on, that partially obscures one of his eyes. He's listening to some good tunes, so I see an MP3 player. So he's very into retro physical media. I love to see that. I also love physical media, MP3 players, retro things. And then the school uniform in general. So we haven't like gotten very far in Persona 3 Reload, but overall, he seems to be like a very chill, laid-back kind of person. Maybe a little like suspicious. I don't know if suspicious is the right word, but he's like he's amenable to making friends, but at the same time, he kind of like keeps his distance with like people he doesn't know very well. So for Makoto, so I actually forgot. I did this a little bit out of order, but we need to make some categories. So before I rank Makoto, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a tier for marry. I'm gonna make a tier for date. I'm gonna make a tier for maybe a hookup. Then a tier for friend. What's a tier that's like friend? Maybe like what's like in between friend and enemy, but it's not just acquaintance. Like you could be like friendly with an acquaintance, but like there are certain people you just don't want to interact with, right? Go away. Go away. NPC. Perfect actually. They might not actually be an NPC, but they're an NPC to me. And then we need one more row at the bottom. Actually, we need a couple of rows. We have the child row. Like, no. No, you are a child. And then the final row. No, you are an animal mascot. Yeah. I think that's perfect. Alright, I'm gonna change these colors real quick. Purple. Actually, you know what? To make it really clear that they don't belong on the dating tier list, I'm gonna set them to gray colors. Alright, so Makoto. He seems like a person that I think I could bond with over like music, restoration of physical media, preservation of physical media. Someone I could go out with, chill at like the bookstore or the video store, like every once in a while. Like I'm kind of like, it might surprise some of like the new people in chats because of how chatty I am on stream, but usually IRL, I am kind of physically introverted. Like, it takes a really long time to break down my social barriers, to break down my walls, and become very close with me. I guess you could say I have, like, trust issues to some extent. But I feel like Makoto and I would be like, yeah, we're the type of friends that might catch up, like, every month or so. So I think I put him solidly in the friend tier. I don't think I could see myself dating him, but I think we could be very good friends. Alright, so that's Makoto Yuki. Then we have the female protagonist, Kotone. Is it Multani or I think it's Shioni, right? Yes. This is what she looks like. I'll drag this down just a tiny bit so you guys can see her hair. She's very pretty. Alright, chat, on a scale of 1 to 10, how pretty is Kotone? Let me see some numbers real quick. I think for me, I'd put Kotone at like, I think solid 8 out of 10. I don't know. I have like really high standards, so I don't know if she's like a 9 or 10 in my books. But like if I saw her in high school, if I were in high school and she were in my class, I'd be like, I'd crush so fast. 6 to 7. Shut up, Gandalf. Shut up! Also, how dare you only put her at 6? She's at least bare minimum 7. At least a 7. 6. I can't believe you, Yas. I can't believe you. Look! Look at her face card. Look at her pretty hairstyle. And, like, the shiny ribbon she has in her uniform. How could you not think she is cute? SMH. Anyway, Kotone is the protagonist of Persona 3 Portable, which is the only version of Persona 3 to have a female protagonist, for better or worse. So, with that being said, you guys are probably not gonna say her Persona 3 Reload. So basically she's like not too different from Makoto. She obviously has social links with like the male characters of Persona 3 Portable and none of like the female characters. But I like her a lot. I think like if I saw her in school again, I'd be like, oh my god, she's cute. I want to be friends. I want to be besties. Maybe I would like have a crush on her. So I think I'd put her in date tier, to be quite honest. I put her in date tier. Actually, you know what? I want to put hookup. I want to put hookup below friend. I think I would rank friends higher than hookups, to be quite honest. I love short hair, but we'll need to get to P5 for the real deal. I don't dig the hair or clothes as much. SMH. I can't believe you do not like hair buns. She just doesn't do anything for me. I still put her in hookup tier. Damn. Damn. So she's just a one-night stand for you? I don't know if I should be happy or sad about that. Alright, but yeah, for me, Kotone is in dating tier. Alright, then, next. We've met her since the beginning of Persona 3 Reload. It's Kirito Mitsuru! This is her official portrait for Reload. I really love her long flowing hair. I love her big Onesan vibes. And I really admire like her dedication to her academics, her studies, the amount of responsibility she takes with everything she does. And what can I say? I really like more elder type girls. How should I say this? It's kind of awkward to talk about Persona characters because they're all technically like still minors. But so I'm just gonna like phrase everything as if I were a high school student, okay? So yeah, if I were still in high school, I would definitely be crushing hard on Mitsuru. I don't think I would have the courage to ask her out or anything, but she's definitely girlfriend material for me. I don't know if she's quite marriage material. I don't think I admire her that strongly, but she's definitely ranking amongst the top of my dating pool, my potential dating pool. I think she's just like a really smart and independent woman, and I think she'd make a good partner in any circumstance. I feel you, they're all too young, right? That's one of the downsides of being a fan of like animes or anime style media. A lot of them, because of like the way Japan really like looks on nostalgically at like the period of high school, because they feel like that's the last time they ever have freedom in their lives, to some extent, right? But yeah. Anyways, we're not gonna be too down bad for the characters tonight, but Obviously, some of them can be physically attractive based because of the art style, right? Peak, I love her VA too. Yes, her VA is really good in both Japan and English. Yeah. She's pretty. Yeah, she is very pretty. Again, you can never go wrong with the good Onesan. A good Onesan trope. Alright. Next. We have, you've guessed it, Sanada Akihiko. Voiced by Sayu in the English dub. Alejandro Saab. I will be quite honest, there are some times when Akihiko speaks in Persona 3 Reload, I'm like, are you supposed to have that deep of a voice in high school? Because please. I cannot be feeling down bad about a high school student, but like, damn, your voice is kind of deep. I feel like Akihiko has one of like those really understated designs. Like, it's not flashy, but his personality more than makes up for it. We haven't seen a lot of him in Persona 3 Reload, so I won't get like too much into it, but he's like a dapper young gentleman. But if you explore his social links in Persona 3 Portable, especially his romance links, you can see how a little bit more of his cute side. And essentially what I'm getting that at is Akihiko is marriage material for me. He's not necessarily like an eye-blinding like beauty, but you know, like you can find beauty in like the simpler things, right? I like both of the tropes, big ol' Nesan or the Emoto types, and each for different things. Yeah, that's very fair. Like older girls versus younger girls, or older guys versus younger guys, they each have their own appeal, right? Relative to your age range, of course. But yeah. I'm really excited for you guys to see a lot more of Akihiko because like he's one of my favorites in this game, and I'm really sad that the Persona 3 Reload collab with Round 1, which is a big arcade chain in the USA. Actually, no, I think it came from Japan, and then it opened in the USA, but yeah, I'm really sad that we didn't get Akihiko merch in the Round 1 collab. It was just Makoto, Yuri, Yukari, and Mitsuru. Actually, wait, was it Mitsuru or Aegis? I forgot. It might have been Aegis, but yeah, there was no Akihiko, sadly. I'd consider dating Akihiko, but I feel he'd be a friend. I mean, he's also very solidly unfriend material, I feel like. Definitely a very dedicated, loyal type. Confirmed, Ari just wants someone to beat her up. Hey, listen. I'm not typically into athletic jocks, but, you know, sometimes if you see someone box, sometimes it looks hot. So you don't deny it. Hey, I never said that I wanted to be beat up, but if I see someone beating... What the fuck is it called? What's the thing that you punch when you're doing boxing practice? I forgot what the word is. Sometimes, at least in movies, that looks hot. I don't know if I trust it IRL, but in movies, at least it looks hot. Yeah, the sandbag, the punching bag, exactly. I finished mine and did a thread for it in the general chat on Discord. Okay, fair enough, but I hope y'all keep up with the discussion here in stream as well. And also you guys on YouTube as well, if you would like to share your thoughts, feel free to do so at any point. Kotone is a good choice. Kotone for friend tier or date tier? But yeah, I did put Kotone in dating tier. I'll just put a sack over you and pretend you're a sandbag from Smash Brothers, and then I'll report you to the FBI for physical assault. How's that? Moshi moshi. 경찰電話. Alright, next up is... I'm not gonna lie, I think I kind of forgot some characters' names, chat. I'm a fake Persona fan. It's been a really long time. Give me 1 second. Thank you for the lurk, Irv! Yeah, check my list later. We can compare notes later. Oh, okay. I found it. Shinjiro Aragaki. Hold on, let me get his Persona 3 reload sprite. Without saying too much, I feel like Shinjiro is more of like a... How should I put this? I will just say there is potential, but because of certain story beats, the potential can be lost. Mary? He is Mary. Really? Really, chat? Okay, you know what? Let me just hand it over to chat then. Chat, you tell me why Shinjiro is Mary material. He can cook! So just because he can cook, he is marriage material. Alright. We have to talk about his core values though, right? He can cook? He is not here. Okay. It can't be that bad. It can't be that bad, y'all. He is actually sweet as heck. For me, I feel like I see the appeal, but he also looks a little bit too wild street dog for me. You get what I mean? It's really funny because I occasionally have my wild street dog types, but maybe it's just a sprite, but I look at Shinjiro and I look at like his beanie and his long hair and I'm like, technically, these are elements that would that I would be a sucker for and other anime characters, but for some reason, it's just not working for me here. I agree, a thug, exactly. You know, like those shoujo romances where the girl falls for like the delinquent high school student? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's Shinjiro, but they made him a bit too delinquent. Like, he's not like the ultra stereotypical delinquents, like high school students, but he's not quite like the really hot delinquent male student either. You get what I'm saying? He's kind of like solidly in the middle in between like two ends of the spectrum. I'd want even more with him. To be honest, I still don't play Persona 3 or 4, so most of the characters, not all of them, I only know from that picture, nothing more. Yeah, which is why I'm sticking to basically like, we're not touching any story beats when it comes to these characters. It's just their appearance, maybe like their initial personalities when you meet them, and basically nothing else. We're not gonna touch on any major spoilers. For me, I think I would put Shinjiro, and I wouldn't really want to put him in hookup tier because I feel like he deserves better than just one night stand. But I also wouldn't quite date him either. Like, I can definitely see how he's dating material for most people, but like, I feel like I tend to crush when someone is hot first and then their personality, and he doesn't meet the hot tier for me personally. So I would never have the chance to crush on him. But I would respect him. I would respect him for being a respectable man. Or guy, I guess. I would respect him for being a respectable young man. Okay, now, next up on the list, we have Yukari. Yukari-chan. Can I say one thing, chat? I know some of like the redesigns, like their art styles for like Persona 3, Persona 4 have been like a little controversial, but I think for Reload in particular, like all of the cast got like big glow ups. I think they look even prettier or even hotter than before. Like, yeah, to some extent, like the original Persona 3 and 4 art styles had like more character to them, but I feel like there's more accurate anatomy here, their personalities shine a lot more, there's more balance in the facial proportions. It's just like glow-ups all around. Respectfully respecting, yeah, Yukari is so pretty here, right? Like, it makes sense that she's like a really popular student at Gekko-kikan. What the fuck is it called? Gekko-kan! Gekko-kan High School. I can never say it properly. I can never say it right. I really like her pink jacket. To be honest, chat, if we had romanceable social links with the girls in Persona 3 Portable, I would have wanted Kotone and Yukari to get together. She's cuter than the female protagonist. Now that I can agree with. I do love Kotone and she has a soft spot in my heart, but Yukari is just like, she's got the cute bob. She has like a really soft side. She can be a little sassy, especially to Yuri. She can be strong-spoken. But overall, she's just like a really nice person, always looks out for others. You at least want to be friends with her. You at least want to be besties with her. But for me, I would definitely want to date Yukari. Now, I probably would be crushing a little bit harder on Mitsuru compared to Yukari-chan, because I also kind of ship her with Yuri a little bit. Unfortunately, I do kind of ship her with Yuri a little bit. What can I say? Polar opposites attract. But yeah, ultimately, I think she's excellent girlfriend material. I don't think I'd marry her, but I could see myself going steady with her for quite a long time. I want Yukari as my friend, right? Honestly, a lot of the Persona cast, especially like the main cast, like your friends in high school, I feel like they'd make like really great friends IRL. Not marry. I have very high standards when it comes to my marriage potential, okay? Now, we might do a review at the end later, and I could change my mind, but for now, remember guys, I have very high standards when it comes to my love interest. Just because you guys are so fickle and easy and you fall for literally like any remotely pretty or handsome guy or gal out there doesn't mean that I'm the same, okay? I'm not like you weebs. I'm just kidding. I'm easy. You know what? Never mind. I take it back. Yeah. I said what I said, chat. You are easy and fickle. You see pretty anime girl and you're like, I want to date her. And then you see another pretty anime girl and you're like, I want to date her too. Rinse and repeat. Welcome in, guys. I hope you're doing well. Also, hi, Veal. Good to see you. That name is cute. Thank you for the subscription on YouTube. Sorry, I'm just saying this right now. Thank you. 감사. Why are you clipping that? Shame on you, Sam. Shame on you. I'd only want to marry Shinjiro and date Mitsuru for Persona 3. I see Shinjiro is very popular amongst the Twitch parts. The rest can be my friends. Okay, well, let's keep going for now. Next up is everyone's favorite pal, Yuri, also known as Junpei. Now, I feel like Junpei is very easy to rank. He's very solid in friends here. What can I say? I do think he looks much better in Persona 3 Reload compared to his original design in Persona 3, like a fess. But I'm not really into guys with scrubbly, scuffly facial hair. I also think he has a little bit more growing up to do before I could consider dating him in any capacity, at least as he is right now in Reload. Like, there's potential for him to mature, and I really like how he's always having fun no matter where we go, but he needs to tone down a little bit on the women chasing. He also needs to wise up a little bit and study a little bit more. So I think he'd be fun to hang out with and chill with, but no hookup, no date, and let alone no marry. Let me put it this way. I would need Yuri. I love Yuri, but he might want to take a sex ed class or two, and maybe a sociology class or two before I could consider dating him. Let's just say that. So, friend material, but more towards the bottom. Junpei just looks like he'd be a best friend. Yeah, he's basically your bestie pal energy. He's like socially, psychologically engineered that way. So, like, as a protagonist, like for either Makoto or Kotone. I couldn't really see either of them dating Yuri, but like for some reason I ship him a lot with Yukari, and I don't know quite why. Alrighty. Next up, we're going through most of the reload cast like pretty quickly. We have Fuka-chan, who we've only ran into once in reload so far, so it will still be quite some time before we meet her officially and get to know her better. But yeah, this is Fuka. She has a very short turquoise green bob. And I'm not gonna lie, that's actually like pretty cute. I like it a lot. Otherwise, it's like a very simple design, kind of like Akihiko, right? Very simple, very understated design. Yes, Mary. She is so cute. Alright, chat. Let me pass the microphone to you again, because I feel like you could show her better than me. Why is Fuka-chan so marriage material or dating material? Color palette's so good. I will agree there. I also really like the detailed shading they did for her turtleneck. Like you can see like the very like faint floral patterns here. Then there's the ribbon that's like sewn through her sleeves here. It's very nice. I like that eye to detail. Introvert 10 out of 10. Now, you've already mentioned the number one reason why I can't date Fuka. And it's because she's also an introvert. I feel like it's really hard for introverts to date each other because like you think in general like, oh, we're both quiet, we're both chill, we get along so easily. But that also means that it's much harder for us to communicate with each other, especially when it comes to like serious things, like if we're having a problem with a relationship or like some issue comes up. Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to summon up the courage to confront the other about it. So that's the number one reason why I feel like I could not date Fuka as an introvert myself. Not familiar with Persona, but I like strong women, so let me know when we land on. Well, here's the thing. I think all the women in Persona are strong in their own rights. They may not necessarily come across as like strong-willed or like super sassy or outspoken or confident in the way like say Mitsuru or Makoto or Anar, but I think all the women in Persona have their own inner strengths. And maybe they might be a little like shy or quiet or introverted on the outside, but inside, it's like they have a really blazing will to fight. I mean, again, they summon their personas. They have the strength in order to do so. So yeah. I wouldn't necessarily say like the women in Persona are weak, but yeah. Luca seems like she'd be a sweet friend you can talk to about anything. She is very sweet in general. I will give her that. It can be awkward when you're both introverts on the first date, right? Like, you need someone to break the ice, and if you don't have the courage to do that yourself, then you are so cooked. Like, at that point, you might as well just bring the third person with you to third wheel, but also be like, hey, so, here's some ideas for icebreakers. It's like the one time you'd actually want a third wheel on the date, but it's because you need them to facilitate the conversation. Strong-willed to convince me on all of them. Hey, let's go, warfighter. That's what I like to hear. The more of you guys that become fans of all of these Persona girls and guys, the better off we all will be as humanity. But anyways, for me, Fuka-chan is pretty solidly in friend material, and I will put her over Makoto. Now, we have our first non-human character. Of the night, and I don't know why. Hold on a second. Oh, my bad. That explains a lot, actually. That explains a lot. We have the bestest boy in all of the Persona games, Koromaru! Koromaru! The dog in Persona 3 Reload. Hopefully we'll meet him soon. Oh my, excuse me? Excuse me? You want to marry the dog? Sam, could you pull up the rights purity test real quick and show us what you answered for that very last question at the bottom? Wait, Sam kind of cooking? Not YouTube, not YouTube. Listen, chat. Koromaru might be really cute. I'm one of the bestest boys there ever was. And if you ain't got a friend, he'll always stick by you. But he is not human. No, you are in fact an animal or mascot. I will not be doing jack shit with you. But because chat seems so pressed by that, I will invent a new row just for him. We'll make it purple. Best boy pet. And he'll go there. Oh my god, I completely overwrote that row. Create new row below. There. Wait! Oh my god, what am I doing? Every time. Okay. I swear I know how tier maker works, chat. I swear I know. No. You are a child. There. There we go. Oh my god, is that Persona 4? I accept. Thank you, generous Gumiho. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, chat. Oh, no. Nah, I got it. Actually, we'll put him right below NPC. Okay, there. That's Koromaru. Now, next up we have an actual human character, but unfortunately, that's no high school student we're looking at. Hello, meet Ken. A child. Now, he is a very admirable child. But he has no romance potential. Why? Because he is a kid. I will not elaborate. I don't think we need an elaboration. But hey, not to be a party pooper or anything. So let's just move on. Let's move on to the actual waifu of Persona 3. And that is Aegis. This is her Persona 3 Royal Sprite. Now, chat. Hush. Hush on spoilers. Hush on spoilers. If you know about Aegis, hush. Her little earphone looking things are very iconic. Love the short bob as well. I wonder what are those staple things by her neck. I wonder what that could be. Mary. For me, I've put her in a hookup. For me, Aegis is going in the hookup tier for me too. What can I say? I may be a clanker fucker, but I don't think I could romance this particular clanker. I think I romanced her when I played Reload, so I guess date. Yeah, I'm not gonna elaborate on why I'm putting Aegis in hookup material, because that goes into spoilers, but yeah. That's it. High five. Alright. We're gonna skip over this character. Now we have the chairman. Ikutsuki-san. Victoria, are you still here? Victoria, it's your favorite character from Persona 3. And I'm here to say... Wait, please tell me YouTube isn't there. Wait, YT? I think you mean YouTube by that. Hairline go burr. Well, first, before I officially rank him, let me go over certain points. The glasses are fine. That being said, his long hair makes him look like a shaggy dog, and I don't mean that as a compliment. Then we have, with the same problem I have with Yuri. That scruffy, not beard he has, the goatee he has on his chin. Like, what the hell, man? It's like his outfit. His outfit has all the makings of like a dapper businessman, and then you get to the top of his head and it's like, why does he look like a wet dog? Why does he look like a fucking wet dog? It's like if you took Yuri and like enhanced all the worst parts of his design, and then you slapped glasses on top of it. Which is really ironic because I'm wearing glasses, but like, I don't mean this as a compliment. I really don't mean this as a compliment. No compliment for him. Sad. Like, the only thing he has going for him is that he's tall. And he has a nice turtleneck. That's it. That's literally it. So for me, you know what? I can't even put him in NPC tier. I can't even put him in NPC tier. He deserves something completely unique to himself. And we're gonna call it the trash bin. Glasses hater? No, listen, I like glasses. I don't think all people can pull them off, though. I sure as hell can't pull them off. And you'd be like, no, but Ari, your model looks so cute with glasses. Did I stutter? I said me. Did I say my model? No, I said me. So that's how I know. That's why I am qualified enough to judge people on whether they look attractive with glasses or not. And this Mr. Principal Ikutsuki-san does not pass the glasses test. I said what I said. He's a good dude, poor guy. Good he may be, but he needs to attend a fashionista styling panel. He needs a personal stylist. I'm so for real right now. Yo, first time here, hi! Thank you for dropping by, Jonah. I appreciate it. Welcome in. My name is Ari-song. I love playing JRPGs, Honkai Star Rail, and occasionally rhythm games, but I also like to yap a lot here. And tonight we're ranking characters in Persona based on whether I date them or not. So yeah, if you would like to follow along, I think the link is somewhere in YouTube chat. If you can't find it, I am more than willing to paste it for you again. But yeah, welcome in. Glad to see you here. Seductively taking off the glasses. Wow, you're so fucking flirty. No, that's what I'm saying. Just get contacts. Get the contacts that you can sleep in so that you don't forget to take them out after you finish doing the deed. But then after like you've done the deed, you can still see your partner clearly. Imagine have to like lean in like super close, be like, is that actually my partner I'm sleeping with, or did I mistake him for someone else? Hell yeah! Welcome in. Chat, can we give a warm welcome to Jonah over on YouTube? Spam our new hi emotes. And if you're on YouTube, just wave and say hi in general. Spam our new love emote as well. Welcome. Yeah. Anyways, if you would like to follow along and judge and rank these Persona characters with us, you're more than welcome to do so. And at the end of it, you can share your ranking either in my YouTube comments, somewhere on my YouTube post, on my social media, or in my Discord server. Type !Discord in chat for the invite link for that. Okay, Um, let's keep going. Because we need to finish Reload and then move on to Persona 4. We're ranking Persona 3, 4, and 5 tonight, chat. Okay, here we are. Next we have... someone else. What's her name? I believe it was Elizabeth? Yes, Elizabeth. By the way, just a reminder, chat, no spoilers, no major spoilers. If I skip over a character, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, don't mention it. We're skipping for reasons. Alright, so this is Elizabeth. Again, I feel like a real running theme in Persona 3 is like very short-haired bobs. Like, she has the actual, like, flip-flapper bob here that you'd expect from the Roaring 20s. She has that really nice cap at the top, and a very interesting dress. I don't know what's up with the buttons, why they're designed that way, but at least it's eye-catching, right? She is the Velvet Room attendant, for this game. So, you know, the Velvet Room where we fuse personas, she is the attendant to Igor there. And I'm gonna say, I think she's hookup material, but she needs to change her dress. I'm really not feeling like those really big circular buttons at the front of her dress. I think everything else looks cool, but like, I feel like just like one at the top would have been good enough. I don't know why we needed 5 of them. It's like, I don't know what it's reminding me of, like a caterpillar. It almost reminds me of like a caterpillar for some reason. Like, you know the multiple sections of like a caterpillar's body that like crawls and crawls. Yeah, for some reason it's giving that, and I don't like it. Or if you don't want the caterpillar analogy, you could also consider that these are like targets, like archery targets. So why does she have like 5 of them painted on her front? I wonder. Yeah, that dress got her NPC and not hookup. Yeah. Honestly, now that you mention it, I think she will be an NPC for me. Not even a hookup material. Like, I do like her general design, but her fashion needs a little bit more work, unfortunately. I think Igor needs to give her a raise so that she can go to the store and buy some new clothes. I think Igor is skimping out on his attendant's wages. That's not fair. If someone doesn't know at least a little of fashion with good taste, then it's a medium no. True, you have to know how to dress yourself well to some extent. Even if it's just like a really clean t-shirt and jeans, that's still technically fashion, but like, I don't know, there are some people that have like really eclectic tastes, and like, I support their right to individual free expression. However, I also reserve my right to privately judge them. I would never say to their faces unless they actually ask for a constructive criticism, but in my head, I would definitely be thinking, girly, are you just asking for like assassins to come take you out or something? I can only put the chairman and the NPC so far. I put him in the trash bin, personally. You know what? Why is the trash bin below the best boy pet? Trash bin. He will go above the child and the animal mascot tier because at least he is an adult. Alright, so that's Elizabeth. And then we also have one more Velvet attendant. I actually forgot what his name is, because it's been a while since I've played this. Ah yes, Theodore. Theodore is his name. Unfortunately, that's probably the only full body picture I can grab on the wiki. Let's see, is there another version we can grab? PQ1, PQ2. Well, Persona 3. Oh my god, chat. Look at his Persona 3 dancing sprite. Well, the face got a glow up, but Buddy is, he's being a little silly. He's being a little bit silly. It feels kind of out of character. I'm gonna go with the Persona 3 portable. He still has the targets on his front, but it actually looks like buttons on his suit vest, which is slightly more tolerable. That being said, I don't really like the sailor cap that he's wearing. Well, it's not really a sailor cap. It might be more of like a bellboy hat or something, but I don't know. Somehow it looks... I I like his face card. I don't really like his fashion card that much. So I think for Theodore, I'm very sorry. He's also going in NPC tier for me. Same level as Elizabeth. Maybe hookup most? Yeah, you know what? Because of the face card, he's kind of almost there. He's like bridging the gap between NPC and hookup. I'll put him near the top, but still, technically, he and Elizabeth are kind of like on the same level, personally. Alright. Those are the main Persona 3 characters with social links. So let's recap. We put Akihiko and Mary material. We put Mitsuru-senpai, Yukatan, and Kotone in date material. We are friends with Fuka, Makoto, Shinjiro, and Junpei Yorei-kun. Aegis is in hookup material. Theodore and Elizabeth are NPC. Koromaru is best boy. We're not dating or doing anything else with him. The chairman is in the trash bin. Ken is a child. And that is basically it. How are you feeling, chat? What percentage would you say you agree with me? If you were making your own template, your own tier list, how well does that match up with mine so far? Wait, Elizabeth is NPC? Yes. Yes, she is NPC. She needs to go to a boutique fashion store and change out her wardrobe. 80%, 75%. Okay. So our tastes are relatively matching up. I'm glad to see that. I agree with a lot of besides Mary. Why would you not marry Akihiko? Y'all would rather marry Shinjiro, but you don't want to marry Akihiko? Shame on you. Shame on you. Shinjiro would be... Alright. I see the Shinjiro shillers are coming out of the woodwork again, so... We're gonna take a short chill break here because I need to hydrate and drink water. I've been yapping nonstop. I don't want to marry guys. I'm not gonna get yaoi from me. Luckily for me, I'm bi. But to be honest, even if I weren't bi, I would also like rank both guys and girls, whether they're marriage material or not, because what if I am a genderless person? Well, not like genderless person, but like, I feel like I judge people, like whether they're marriage, date, friend material, not based on like my own gender or sexuality, but more like based on like, should like people marry them? If I were like, if they were like my preferred like type or sexuality, would they be worth marrying or dating or being friends with, etc., etc.? I try to consider it from like a more universal standpoint, and then I filter in a little bit of my personal bias in there. But yeah. I'll date the guys and the girls that marry Shinjiro. Alrighty. I see Shinjiro is amassing his own harem. Wow. Well, I will say though, guys, I'm really excited for you to see Shinjiro's story in Persona 3 Reload, and if you want to see more of him, you should play his social link, and his romance links in Persona 3 Portable. Yeah. Speaking of Persona 3 Reload and Persona 3 Portable, the Steam Summer Sale is still live until July the 9th, so if you have not bought Persona 3 Reload, Persona 4 Golden, Persona 3 Portable, Persona 5 Royal, or Metaphor Refantasio yet, you should go right now. You should go right now to steam.com, the Steam desktop app, and you should buy them. You should buy the games. The discounts are really steep. The discounts are really, really steep. I think Persona 5 Royal is selling like under $15, if not $20. Persona 4 Golden, even cheaper. I think $10 or under. Persona 3 Reload is a little bit more expensive because it came out the most recently, along with Metaphor Refantasio, but still very good sales. Very good sales. I think they're about, I want to say 20 to 40% off. So yeah, very good deals. Please go grab them. Yeah, please. please, please. Persona 3 Reload also has a very extended demo if you would like to try it out for free before you decide to purchase it. So you can play up until the end of the first full moon, which I think gives you a solid 10 hours of gameplay or more, depending on how you manage your time. So yeah, give it a try. Give it a try. I think you'll really like it, especially if you like turn-based combats and time management and stat leveling and just like, spending time with friends, which is ultimately what Persona is all about, at least from Persona 3 onwards. Can you riz of guys and girls alike in the game though? You can, you can't riz both guys and girls, unfortunately, because Atlas is not quite that woke. There was a scrapped Yosuke romance route in Persona 4. I don't know why they decided to scrap it, but if it had been realized, we could have been dating both guys and girls in Persona 5. But yeah, typically in mainline Persona games, you can only romance the girls. In Persona 3 Portable, you can only romance the guys. If you play the female protagonist. If you play the male protagonist, then you can only romance the girls. But so I guess technically in Persona 3 Portable, you can riz up guys and girls alike, but again, it's gonna depend on which protagonist you pick. So there's that disclaimer. But to be quite honest, like, I didn't really pay too much attention to like the romance links in Persona. I focus a lot more on like their friendship. I mean, I did because of homie, but I don't dig guys. Yeah, that's fair. Like, a lot of us still have, like, our own sexual preferences, right? Just as long as you're not being discriminatory or, saying offensive things or holding offensive beliefs, you're more than fine. Okay. Let me get rid of these pings. All right, shall we rank Persona 4 characters, chat? Are we ready? I'm actually gonna open the tabs in advance. Oh wait, hold on, I'm not feeling the song. Let me skip it. I'm gonna open all the characters' portraits in advance so I don't have to spend time looking for them. Yeah. Show of hands here. How many have played Persona 4 or Persona 4 Golden? Type 1 if you have. Type 1 if you've played original Persona 4. Type 2 if you've played Persona 4 Golden. And type 3 if you haven't played either of them, but you're going to play Revival next year. All right, let's grab all of these. Then there's you three. Okay. I have grabbed everyone. .5, I'm playing it right now. Ooh, nice. Again, I have mostly just watched playthroughs for Persona 4 Golden, but that was a really long time ago. So I forgot a lot of things. So I'm really looking forward to playing Revival next year. It's gonna be another Persona game I'm finally actually playing for the first time. I'll probably one day play P4 Golden, but firstly I will finish the 5th, and then 3rd, and then 4th at the end. That's fine. There's honestly like no specific chronological order to Persona games. They're all standalones. So if you wanted to play Persona 4 Golden at some point, Revival is basically a straight up remake of Golden. So I would suggest maybe holding off until Revival comes out next year, and then you could just play that instead. 4? But I didn't give an option for 4, Sam. I didn't give any option for 4. That's why I started with the 5th and not with the 3rd. I think for me, no, although there is no chronological order, at least back then, before the remakes started coming out, and I guess maybe with the remakes, it might still be true to some extent. I think 3 to 4 and then 5 would have probably made the most sense gameplay-wise, so you could experience, like, the gradual improvements in quality of life, like exploration, dungeons, combat, that sort of thing. But, you know, with the recent remakes, they're doing a lot of work to, like, bring it mostly up to par with Persona 5's dungeon style, combat style, social links, etc. Well, Persona 3 and 4 still have the randomized dungeons, so it's not the same as Persona 5 in that regard. But yeah, for the most part, the combat, they're doing their best to make sure the combat is faithful to the original games while still having some pretty necessary quality of life improvements. I did it for the girls in Persona 5. I heard that story is also good. Yeah, Persona 5 is like a classic. Persona 3 is also a classic, and I'm hoping Persona 4 will be a classic too. But yeah, Persona 5 became really iconic for a reason, I think, and I'm glad it put Persona, for the most part, into the mainstream consciousness, and hopefully with Persona 6 coming out within the next 3 years, I'm hoping, more people will play Persona games. I also... Actually, no, not I also. I watched Persona 3 and played a little bit of Persona 3 first, then Persona 4, and then Persona 5 finally came out, but I had to wait a really long time before I could watch playthroughs for that. And then I finally played Royal on PC. Okay, let's go ahead and start ranking Persona 4 characters. If you've just come in, welcome, welcome. We are ranking Persona characters based on whether I would date them or not. And I think for Persona 4, let's rank them using their revival portraits, as that is the most up-to-date art style and looks the most modern. So we have the protagonist in Persona 4, and his canon name is Narukami Yu, I believe? Yes, Narukami Yu. I'm gonna be quite honest, I do think Persona 4's protagonist has the most understated design out of all the Persona protagonists. And I'm including Persona 1 and 2 here. It is just a guy with a really... I don't want to call it a bad haircut, but it's on the border of bad. Like, look, he almost has like that... a slightly swept back coconuts hairstyle bangs that are like overshadowing his eyes. Like, there's not even fluff to it. There's not fluff to give it like shape or dimension like in Persona 5. It's just like he's round and that's it. He does look pretty nice when he has his glasses on. But honestly, for you, I would not spare him a second glance. He is an NPC material for me. Like, if I were to pass him by on the street, I would just not even look at him. I would still be, like, staring at my phone. Preoccupied with my Ultimate games. Yeah, exactly. He looks really plain. Which is kind of sad, because I think, like... the Persona 4 protagonist is pretty fun in his own way. But, yeah, his design is... I don't know, it's a little too simple for me, personally. Friend or hookup, I don't like his hair. If you don't like his hair, I don't think you're hooking up with him, buddy. Alright, welcome back from ads, everyone. Alright, so that's a very quick ranking. We're gonna move to Yosuke! So remember Junpei Yori from earlier? This is the best pal buddy of Persona 4. So if Yori was the prototype, Yosuke builds on top of him. And for me, I think I'm probably gonna go with the same ranking I did for Yori. Now, if we had gotten a romance social link for Yosuke, I might have changed my mind. But for me, Yosuke is still very much so a pal. I do like him a lot. I do have a soft spot for him like I do for Yuri. That I also really like the fact that he carries around headphones. Like, that is just a big win in my book. Unfortunately, this is the big kicker preventing me from dating him, okay? It's the hair. I don't know what it is about these country kids. Persona 4 takes place in like a small country town, but like a small rural country town, but like the hairstyles are just like so very unmodern there. And maybe I'm just like too city girl and I'm too petty when it comes to these things. Like it's just not pretty. It's not pretty. And he like I know he's a good guy and everything, but he needs to chop off. He needs to chop off some of the hair before I could consider dating him, unfortunately. Maybe not quite like you, but you know, just lop off some of like the triangular ends that stick out a little bit, like a little bit more normal. So Yosuke is going in the friend material. Same level as Yori. Good guys don't necessarily get laid though. Well, good gals don't necessarily get laid either, so it can swing both ways. It's funny because you and Yosuke are from the same. Listen, Yosuke still be living in that country town though, so he's getting the country style haircut. I don't think anyone from Tokyo is rocking that kind of hairstyle. I mean, he's so for real. Alright, then we have Chie! Satonaka Chie! I actually am gonna show. Oh wait, maybe I'm not. Okay, they don't show it. Unfortunate. I do think she looks really cute with the glasses, but we're gonna stick with this for now. I don't really typically like bold colors when it comes to fashion, but I think she looks really cute with her green bomber jacket. I think that paired with like the miniskirt makes her look really, really cute. And it's like you took the coconut hair from you, but then you styled it a little bit better. Maybe it's because she's got the girl points. Maybe girls just get better hairstyles in general. But I think for me, she would sit kind of like in between friend and date material for me, personally. I'm not quite sure. I'm leaning a little bit more towards friend. Because she feels like a little bit more like a Genki sort of person that I get along with, but not necessarily like date. I don't really have a crush on her. Like, how do I put this? She feels like one of the girls from Bocchi the Rock. And all the girls on Bocchi the Rock are not dating material for me. You know what I mean? They're just girls. And Chia is also just a girl to me. Yeah, she's the fun friend. Exactly. So I'll put her into friends here. What about you, chat? Where are you putting Chia-tan? I think for her, I'll put her... let's see. I don't know if I want to put her in this... I think is she above or below Fuka for me? I am forgetting a lot of Persona 4's social link for her. I think... I'll put her between Fuka and Makoto for now. Yeah, big friend. Not every girl or guy needs to be dated, you know? It's good to have standards once in a while, chat. You hear what I'm saying? It's good to have standards once in a while. You, NPC, Yosuke, date or friend, and she have friends so far. Ooh. Chat, can I hear why you'd romance Yosuke? I'm so curious. Tell me why you'd want to romance Yosuke. I almost called him Yusuke. I back to Persona 5 build. Maybe I'll change my mind. Based on your pitch. Ba 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 ba. Ma 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 ma. Oh my god, I'm tearing through my water so quickly. I'm probably gonna have to refill my water when we finish ranking the Persona 4 characters. Okay, let's move on for now. And now we're gonna look at Yukiko! Amage Yukiko-san! Now this, already to me, is dating material. I think Yukiko was actually one of my favorite characters in Persona 4. I just think she looks so cute. She's got the headband with the hime bangs and the really long flowy hair, and I really love her sweater and ribbon. It's just like a really nice put together outfit, and I'm just a sucker for pretty fashionistas. Mary! Oh! Okay, I will say this is one of the stronger designs of Persona 4, so, you know, go ahead and put her in Mary material if you must. I do feel like for me, it might be a little bit of a spoiler, but I'm not sure that any of like the Persona 4 characters are marriage material for me. Or at least the main characters. But Yukiko is really pretty. I think I definitely want to date her. And she is one of my favorite characters in the game. I'm so glad everyone agrees that Yukiko is so pretty. Yeah, so I would put her in the date category. I think I put her above Kotone. Let's see. I don't think I'd put her above Yucatan though. I still like Yucatan a lot more. Only 3 and 5 have marriage material for me. I see. Who knows? Maybe that'll change with Persona 4 Revival. I wasn't sure if I should put her in the date or hookups. I put her in the first place of hookup with potential of dating. Hey, you know, sometimes relationships do blossom from there. Like, you meet up at a nightclub, you grind on the dance floor, you take the person home, have a one-night stand, but then they leave their phone number, or they stay for breakfast, and you're like, wow, they look so pretty against like the morning sunlight. And then all of a sudden, you're asking them out on a date, and then they say yes! And then, before you know it, you've been dating for 5 years, and you're about to ask the other person to marry you. Are you a really fun streamer? I hope you do that. Thank you! I appreciate it. I know we were having this kind of conversation on my Discord VC last night. For those who weren't there, basically, like, I was a little worried about like my stream content getting stale and all that, especially when I'm like playing games. So I was trying to like figure out how to improve certain things, like how I portray myself on stream and how I like commentate on certain things. But yeah, what I do know for sure is that I know a lot of you guys enjoy my yapping streams, and I also like yapping too. So thank you guys always for coming out and yapping with me, and yelling at me, and yelling with me, and crying at me, and crying with me, and laughing at me, and laughing with me. I forgot more words. Yeah. I forgot more words. Very fun streamer, I agree. Yeah. I do hope we can have more of this kind of energy and gaming portions of my streams, and also figure out I'll still do my best to figure out how to make them more fun for everyone. But yeah. Speaking of last night, I cleaned my PC, I swear. Pictures or it never happened. Chat for context, Bolt apparently has not cleaned their PC in the last 5 years. Or maybe 3 years. I'm leaning towards 5. So yeah, pictures or it didn't happen, Bolt. If I don't see a photo of a pristine PC, I'm roasting you over the fireplace. And on that note, let's move on to the next. Oh, he doesn't have a sprite yet. Interesting. Let's move on to the next character. I guess I'll use this P4A artwork. We'll look at both. This is Tatsume Kanji. So, really rocking that punk delinquent look. And this is his P4A design. Not that it looks too much better, but anyways. I think for me, I don't want to get too much into spoilers, but I remember a little bit of his social link. And based on that, I do think we'd be friends. I don't think I'd be able to date him, though. I don't think I'd be able to date him, though. I have no problems with people having, like... Hold on, let me grab his original design. I have no problems with people having piercings in general, but I do think I would not be able to get past the nose piercing, personally speaking. Personally, I'm super cool with ear piercings, but for some reason when they go to like the nose or the tongue, I'm like, that's a little much for me. Yeah. I would also kind of need him to like maybe distance himself from his current aesthetic a little bit before I could consider dating him. I would still be friends with him and support his interests. But when it comes to people I date, I prefer them to look a little bit more on the pretty Bashonen side. I think that's a little fickle of me, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. I do think we'd have like very nice conversations together based on like the sort of like ideas that he considers in Persona 4, but yeah, he's very solidly in frontier for me. I don't know where to put him. I feel like he's above Yuri for me, but Yuri isn't quite above Yosuke, so I guess I'm ranking them this way. Kanji is tough. I like Shinjiro Thug, but I can't get with Kanji Thug. Yeah, there's like very different like stereotypes of what thugs look like in popular culture. So like we've seen the not quite Bishonen stereotype, we've seen the real straight up delinquents thug stereotype, and now we just need to wait for the prettier version. The prettier thug, so to speak. Alright. Now we have everyone's favorite twin-tailed, ponytailed girl, Rise! Kuchikawa Rise! Mary! Would Pretty Thug be Ryuji? I wouldn't really consider Ryuji a thug. He's not really intentionally a delinquent. Like, once you've met him and like you've gone through the first palace, he tries to get a little bit more serious about like attending school, like getting back into track, things like that. Now, does he actually apply himself to the studies? Maybe not necessarily, but you know, he doesn't really sport like the actual like thug stereotype. Like maybe at first glance you think he is, but like it becomes very quickly clear that he's not. Yeah, I can't talk too much about Rise. Like I can't like talk too much about her in like an extended sort of subject matter because of spoilers. But she is very pretty. I date. I'm starting to sound like a broken record at this point. I'm trying so hard to avoid spoilers because I don't remember. How things happen and when they happen in the original Persona 4 game. But she is bombshell pretty. I would definitely date her. Actually, you know what? I might even put her above Yukiko a little bit. Not above Yukutan! Still not above Yukutan. No one could take my Mitsuru senpai and Yukutan from me, but they're still pretty solid. Alright, now. I blame Teddy for us getting Morgana in Persona 5. He was the prototype. We couldn't get another cute dog or a cat or some other animal like in Persona 3 with Koromaru. No, we got this creature with the stupidest fuck zipper behind their back. Teddy was done dirty as fuck in the English version. I love Teddy. Unfortunately, I do not like Teddy. I do not despise him like I do with Morgana, but I still don't like him. Luckily, I don't have to worry about whether I'd romance Teddy or not because he is a mascot, and therefore he is already out of the equation. Thank you. Thank you for being a mascot so that I don't have to think about the implications of what would it look like if I were to date Teddy. What a cursed existence that would be. It's ugly. I don't want to look at him. He is definitely the ugliest of the Persona mascots. If I can give one thing to Morgana, is at least Morgana is a cat. Well, in the real world. In the Persona world, not quite a cat, but... Alright. Moving on, we have Naoto. Naoto be looking kind of cool. Oh, by the way, guys, there are spoilers with Naoto. No spoilers. No spoilers regarding Naoto. Shut up. Shut up. No spoilers. No spoilers. Shut up. Because I know some people are going to say something if I don't say it. I will say, Naoto Loki reminds me of... You guys know that one character from Angel Beats? They look very similar. They've got, like, the same haircut, the same hair cap with, like, the uniform. Does anyone remember their name? Yeah, you get what I mean, Gandalf. Yeah, so, I don't know. Would it be a date or a friend material for me just based off the design alone? I'm not sure. But I would respect their fashion sense. I think I at least want to be friends with them. I do think I at least want to be friends with them. But dating material? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I have to sit that one out, to be quite honest. But for now, Naoto feels like a very enigmatic presence. It's like, I want to get to know them a bit more closely. So I'll put him maybe in between Makoto and Shinjiro. Just based on that, like, that really elusive, like, distant aura. Yeah. You were talking about Hideki Hinata? No, Hinata is the baseball dude. There should be another character in Angel Beats that, like, sports, like, the military cap style uniform. I don't remember what his name was, though. Ayato Naoi? Oh, I think it was Naoi. Yes. If he had black hair, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, Naoi. Naoi-kun. It's been so long since I've watched Angel Beats. Chat, show of hands. Have you watched Angel Beats? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. Type 3 if you would like to watch Angel Beats. I feel like it's one of those really famous key, like, animes that's not actually a key anime. Okay, a lot of people have seen Angel Beats. Oh, Sam and Gandalf have not seen Angel Beats. Oh wait, no, that's 2. You want to watch Angel Beats. Gotcha. Don't want to watch it and cry again. See, I don't think I ever cried to Angel Beats the first time watching it. Yeah, I didn't cry to Angel Beats at all. Like, some of the backstories are kind of sad, but at the end of the show, I was just like, where's my extra 13 episodes? What's there to cry about? Angel Beats is one of the very infamous, sad animes. Like, you know how on Tumblr they would be like, oh, here's your sad anime package, and they put shows like Your Lie in April, Clannad, Angel Beats would always be there. It's like the holy trifecta of sad animes. I think you would also find, like, shows like Plastic Memories in there. I didn't watch Plastic Memories, personally. But I watched Clannad, I watched Your Lie in April. I did bawl during Your Lie in April. But I was really young when I watched it, and after I finished Your Lie in April, I think that's when I watched Clannad and Air and Angel Beats, but I didn't cry to any of those. It's so funny. It's like I watched one sad show and it made me immune to any other sad anime shows. I watched Violet Evergarden and I never cried. Yesterday's Tumblr packages, today's TikTok, where Violet Evergarden and 4 seasons have taken over. Think about it. Don't even put 4 seasons in the same package. Don't. Oh, anytime someone mentions that show, I literally get so angry. So we're gonna stop talking about it. I don't mind Violet Evergarden, but we don't talk about the movie. We don't talk about the Violet Evergarden movie. We need more Haiban and Renmei rep in the sad anime starter packs. I do want to watch Haiban and Renmei. We were actually, Yas and I were watching Nadia with some of her friends. We were very close to watching Haiban and Renmei, or Kino's Journey instead, but Nadia won out. So yeah, I'll probably just watch Haiban and Renmei on my own sometime. It does look very interesting. Speaking of interesting, our next character to rank is... Dojima Nanako. That's weird. She doesn't look like a high school student. Hmm. Well, I guess that means one thing, chat. No, you are a child. Chat, how old is Nanako again? Isn't she like 5 or 4 in Persona 4? She's even younger than Ken. Fetus dear. She's like a preschooler. She's a toddler in my eyes. She is cute though. She is really cute. She's like very big little sister energy. So I'm looking forward to diving back into that in Persona 4 Revival next year. Atlas is just like sponsored with how hard I'm shilling all of their games. Like, buy the games in the Steam Summer Sale. Play the demos. Buy the full games. Play the upcoming games by Atlas. Atlas, if you're listening in, sponsor me. Sponsor me. Trust me. I will rake in all those sales for you. She was like, she was 7? I could have sworn she was younger than that. She does not look 7 to me. Not with that hairstyle. No, she's gotta be like 5. I refuse to believe she's 7. But we also have another Dojima! Another Dojima to rank Ryotaro. And he is, actually, I believe he's the police chief? Or one of the police detectives in the small rural town that the protagonist moves to. And can I just say, guys, he might have the stubble, but there's nothing hotter than a single dad working to raise his kid. So with that in mind, I'm actually kind of torn. Like, do I put him in hookup? Do I put him in date? Or do I put him in marry? Single dad? No thank you. Too much baggage. Oh, whoa. How dare you discriminate against the single dads? Why do you assume? What do you assume? That there would be baggage? It's not that kind of single dad. I don't want the children. I would accept the children just because it's Nanako. Low-key, I would accept Nanako. Or maybe I'm just too taken in. But I do think he's DILF for the most part. Do I? I'm so torn. I don't know where to put him. I think I'll put him in date. I'll put him in date material. I'll put him in dating material. He's too good to just be placed in the hookup area. Like, how could you take one look at him and only want to have a one-night stand with him? Or even just friends with benefits? Hell no. At least dating material. I had him at marry until you said single dad. I should have just kept my mouth shut. No! No! Now you guys are making assumptions and letting those assumptions cloud your judgments. Does single dad mean he's thinking about his ex? Single dad means that there is no ex in the picture. I'll just say that. There is no ex in the picture. I'd have the one-night stand, find out he has kids, and then immediately dip. How callous of you. Poor guy. He is surprisingly well-adjusted to how things are now instead of clinging on like that. Exactly. He has a really good head on his shoulders. Might be a little preoccupied with work, but you know, he's kind of like pretty busy when the protagonist gets there for like really valid reasons that are made abundantly clear within the first 3 days of the game. So I cut him some slack. All right. Anyways, I would date Dojima-san. Ryotaro-san. All right, now we have another interesting character coming up, and I'm telling you in advance, chat, hush. Hush! No spoilers. Okay, now. What do we think, chat? Would we date him? Would we hook up with him? Would we be friends with him? Would we marry him? What are we thinking? NPC. NPC. Marry! Wait. Wait. Hold. Wait. This guy? You want to marry this guy? I think that's the first time I've seen anyone say when they first look at Adachi that they want to marry him. He looks like good guy. Huh. I mean, to my eyes, well, like, it's not necessarily a good guy. To me, he's just like guy. To me, he's just like, you know that that overworked assistant in like the CEO dramas, the CEO K dramas? Yeah, that's him. The inept overworked assistant. So he has money? Hey, I never said he was assistant to the CEO. I never said he was assistant to the CEO. This picture has been memed too much for me to take it seriously. No, I love showing people this picture and then waiting for their reactions. And most of them are like, very satisfactory. Then we have Sam here, and I'm like, whoa, I would not expect you to have the hots for Adachi. All right, well, chat has spoken. Oh, there we go. My hotkeys are finally working. But I must speak as well. And for me, Adachi is... JK. Based on looks alone, NPC. He does not have the fashion travesty that the chairman has. Yeah, he's just an NPC. I would rather date, if I had to date any of the NPCs, I would rather date Theodore or Elizabeth or you. Adachi is pure bottom of the barrel NPC for me, personally. All right, if we keep lingering on this, we're gonna start veering into dangerous territory. Okay. Let's move on. We have Margaret, the Velvet Room attendant from Persona 4. And I'm very glad to see that they got rid of those fuck-ass targets from her dress, and now she has slightly more acceptable buttons? Question mark? Let's look at some other profiles of her. This is another alternate art style. So she's a very mature woman. Oh, here's Persona 4 dancing. Oh my god, look at her. Wait, she actually low-key has stripped though. Look at her arch her back and pose. Wait, that's like a JoJo pose, now that I think about it. Wait. Margaret low-key kinda JoJo coded. She's giving bad bitch energy. She's kinda giving MILF, but unfortunately not my kind of MILF. Yeah, so for me, Margaret is like, she feels like that kind of woman who's maybe better off independent doing her own thing. I wouldn't want to like tie her down or anything, so Margaret is hookup material. I'd have a one night stand with her, maybe friends with benefits, but as soon as I get tired of it, I'm leaving. Hot NPC, damn! We're putting Margaret in NPC territory. Well, to be fair, technically in the game she's an NPC, so you guys are technically not wrong. Elizabeth being an NPC hurts. Listen. We ranked with Elizabeth like an hour and a half ago. You need to get over this bolt. Please. And last but not least, we have Mari. We have Mari-chan. I actually really like her design a lot. Her cap is like really eye-catching. I love her overall outfit. The striped stockings are a little much, but overall, it's giving a little bit like amateur fashionista energy, and I like it. The color is a little sussy though. The color with the lock is kind of eyebrow raising. Like, girly, why the hell are you wearing a dog collar, girl? Gives me 2000 vibes. Yeah, it's very Y2K coded. Very Y2K coded. Yeah, now that you bring it up, that's a good way to put it. It's like she hopped on the Y2K trend like 10 years too early. Fit is tough, I like it. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are appreciating it. She's actually one of the exclusive characters in Persona 4 Golden, but they are definitely including her in Revival, because it is a remake of Golden, so yeah. For me, Marie would go in friend material. Straight up friend material. We'd be besties. We'd like paint each other's nails. We do a bunch of friends hangout stuff, girls' night out. But we would never cross that line into becoming something a little more than that. Y2K, year 2K, year 2000. Wow, Sam, are you just getting that now? Oh yeah, are you just realizing it now? Yeah, chat. Breakdown Y2K is literally an acronym. Yatta! Till one day you go back from girls drinking with her. Nah. Nah. That would never happen. That would never happen. We are responsible drinkers. Okay. That is all the Persona 4 characters I'm going to rank. And I need to get water. So I'm gonna pause here, take a quick bathroom break and water break. Chat, if you need to go grab water or use the toilet yourselves, you know, you gotta go piss, go do it now. I will be back in about 3 to 4 minutes-ish. So yeah, hang tight. We're gonna rank the Persona 5 characters when I get back, and then the tier list will finally be complete. Yeah! Alright, so I'll be right back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turns on! The fans are spinning!
No!
Yes. Okay. And the RGB is on. Okay. Can I turn it off now, guys? Oh my god, it's working. Yippee! Okay. What does the fox say? Wow! You might have thought but no, it's wow. Wow. Like as in pa. If you know, you know. Tee-hee. If you know, you know. Tee-hee. Should I do it? Should I learn some K-pop and Korean hip-hop raps and then have a karaoke stream? Should I do it, guys? If we reach 10 subs, I'll do a rap stream. If we reach 10 subs, I'll do a rap stream. The WTF. 런메씨 그렇게 하면 안 됩니다. 아파. 핫뱅글씨 안녕하세요. 네, 물에 마실 거예요. 네네네. 화요시에서 Wanderlings, you betray me like this? You fucking betray me?
It's always one.
You're all getting thrown in a dungeon! I guess I gotta replace y'all with new wanderlings now. Oh boy. Cute as this Gumiho indeed. One of these days I really will bring the banhammer down on this word. You guys. You see? You've made me irritated enough to be growling at you guys. I could fix them, but to be honest, they're way funnier like this. Okay, even if they're like funnier, like crazy, listen, I don't stick my dick in crazy, okay? Okay, well, Rekka might be an exception. Rekka genuinely might be an exception, but I do stick my dick in crazy. I'm a woman, but I do not stick my futanari dick in crazy. Are? I can stare at this all night. I can stare at this all night. Alright, I stopped screaming. I will scream in my heart though. 3, 2, 1, happy Foxtail Friday! Da, 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 da. Give me home, go! Da, da, da. I can't do it. Even I can't do it. Chat, we're just gonna pretend I said the whole thing. I don't care anymore. I give up. Are you fucking serious? I'm back, everyone. Whoopee. Hold on, I need to adjust my headphones. And drink a little bit more water. Whoopah! 다녀왔습니다. Ah yes, my favorite Tartarus OST. Now I'm generally curious, how many of you guys have played Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royal before? I feel like this is like the most popular mainstream game. To be fair, it's the most recent. And it did win Game of the Year, but I am curious. How many of you guys have actually like engaged with it? Or maybe you watched the anime instead? You know, that's valid too. 20 minutes of P5R. Bro, yes! Persona 5 Royal so good, you need to finish. But I also know you. Alright, chat. I'm gonna bully my mod for a little bit, okay? I think Gus knows exactly what I'm gonna bully him about. This motherfucker tried playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Would not do any gameplay or leveling outside of having tea with, what was her name? Mary something? The blue-haired chick. Yeah. That's all he did. And then, by the way, he's playing on easy mode. Proceeds to say that easy mode is too hard in battles. So you know what? Maybe he would not do well in Persona 5 Royal. I'm just saying. Bro would just spend time hanging out with friends, not go to Tartarus to level up, and then be like... this. He would make this kind of face when faced with the first boss and be like, why can't I clear it? Oh no! Oh no! kills you. Literally, literally. Respect boss is scary. When he's underleveled by like 10 levels? I don't know if I agree with that. There is no easy mode. It's normal. I disagree. I disagree. I didn't watch the Persona 5 anime, and I'm like 2/3 of the way through the first big dungeon. Ooh. So you're still in... Oh, fuck. What's his name? Kamoshida's palace, right? But yeah, that's a pretty... yeah, it'll be kind of a little bit daunting to explore. But yeah, there's a lot more amazing palaces and dungeons and arcs waiting for you once you get past it. So I hope you're able to play more of Royal soon. My brother's played it, so I know a little bit. P5R is my favorite Persona game. Yeah, it's mine too! I think there are some changes in Royal that I didn't really like compared to the original vanilla game, but overall I do think it is the superior game to play, especially gameplay-wise. I do wish they'd taken a few more notes from the original ending though, but it's okay. Overall, I would still recommend it wholeheartedly. Like, ultimately, like, the sum of, like, my gripes with Royal versus Vanilla are just too small compared to, like, the amazing number of compliments I have for the game, so, yeah. For now, I'm playing more Star Rail main story and events, so Persona got a little break. That's fine. That's fine. Again, Persona is not really a gacha. I mean, like, unless you're playing Persona 5X, but I would not recommend anyone play Persona 5X at this point unless you really want the Miku character. Yeah, isn't it so funny? Persona 5X is doing a collaboration with Hatsune Miku, but then the collaboration is nothing more than just like a banner and a 2-minute cutscene that is just the game opening with Miku overlaid on it. And I was like, what? Even the Project Sekai and Citus doing demo collabs have more substance to it. They add new songs and you play the songs with co-op. And you get like titles and everything. I love the bonus palace for Royal without spoiling anything. It is a really interesting concept for a palace. But like the way that they hide it behind like certain like confidant links, like if you don't know about this requirements, you're so fucked. But it's also a way to like tie in the original ending of Vanilla and still have it like in Royal itself. So like I get it, but also at the same time like if you haven't played the original game, you kind of don't know what you're doing. All right. Anyways, so I think we're all in agreement that Persona 5 is probably the game we have the most familiar with, like as a whole, as a community. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up their portraits. Alright, I have another question in chat. Do you call the Persona 5 protagonist Akira Kurusu or Amamiya Ren? I'm so curious. I think the anime calls him Akira, but the manga calls him Ren, and I prefer to go by Ren. Akira Kurusu is just like too edgy. Illusion is just like, it's killer. Bam, ba, bam, ba, bam, ba, bam, ba, bam, bam. Alright, gotta add. Open all these up in tabs. Then we have you and you. Okay. Yeah, that should be. Oh, wait, and you. I forgot about you. You, and you. Alright, we have the famous Persona 5 protagonist. Ren, because anime. Oh, the anime called him Ren. Okay, it was probably the manga that called him Akira then. I might have gotten them mixed up. Ren Amamiya Akira Kurusu, in Japanese is the equivalent of Michael Smith. I'm pretty sure I saw like a Tumblr post back in the day that was like Akira Kurusu is like just like a super edgy name. Oh well, it's been a long time, but either way, I do prefer Ren. I do prefer Ren either way. Akira's manga. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so this is Ren, the Persona 5 protagonist. That's him in his school uniform. I also want to show off his Joker outfit because Joker is just too iconic. Look at that mask. Look at that mask, man. Ah, the drip is immaculate. Honestly, almost all of like the outfits in Persona 5 are just like they're bangers. They're bangers. With maybe the sole exception of like An's what's a Phantom Thief outfit because I'm like, that's a little sus, but overall everyone looks fantastic. It's like they walked out of like a whole historical fashion show or something. They really truly look like Phantom Thieves. Yeah, it's Joker. Now, would I date him? Would I date Joker? I think. See, I'm kind of torn because like it should be asking if I personally would date Joker, but like my default answer is like I ship him with another character, so I probably wouldn't date him. When the shipper in your brain is too strong, that the feelings in your kokoro could not overpower it. To be clear, I think I'd be really good friends with Joker, or with Ren. I should call him Ren, not Joker. I think it's probably like my favorite of all of like the Persona protagonists. So I think we'd get along pretty swimmingly. That being said, I could probably never see myself actually dating him because the image of him with a specific certain other character is just too strong for me to like really consider the concept of me dating him. So for me, Ren is very solidly bestie territory. Maybe not that quite high. But I'll put him the same tier as Makoto. The protagonists can hang out together. Maybe I might consider doing a hookup with Ren, but again, the shipper mentality is too ingrained into me. Ren is hot, but I'm not a fan of the messy hair, so you can be my friend. I'm the opposite. I love messy hair. I think it provides a lot of shape and dimension to what would otherwise be a very boring character design. And if they're styled appropriately, IRL, they can still look really good. I put him as married without knowing anything about him. Hey, again, it's your tier list. Your tier list. Caveat that most of the people wearing school uniforms are gonna be high school students, but again, it's just a tier list. Things are fictional. I'm not gonna judge if you put like people in married material or not. Hell, I put Akihiko in married material. But then again, I'm doing this as if I were a high school student myself. And then for the adult characters, I'm pretending I'm an adult. So that's how I'm ranking them. If this were IRL, a lot of these characters would not even be making it to the dating category or hookup category. Yeah, that's a good mentality to have. Okay. All right, moving on. Chat, it's your favorite mascot in Persona, Morgana. Looking cool, Joker. What do we think? What do we think, guys? I'm sad. Wait. They're not showing the actual cat. Mona? Maybe just no, it just redirects to Morgana. Damn it. I wanted to show the actual cat portrait, but it's okay. Alright. There's like 5 characters that are actually of age on this tier list, unfortunately. And the really fun thing about Persona is that you can romance actual adults in the games. You can romance your teachers. You can romance some sissy doctor in some like backwater alley. Persona's kind of wild, bro. Anyways, Morgana is a creature. Morgana is an even more horrifying creature than Teddy. Like, Mona looks more normal here because they are a cat-oid figure, but they are an asshole. They are selfish. They are greedy. They are a sloth. They have... What the fuck is the other deadly sin? They eat too much! They eat so goddamn much! And on top of it all, womanizer! Womanizer! Ryuji got nothing on Morgana. So Morgana, you know, I could put him in No, You Are an Animal Mascot, but honestly, Morgana deserves to be in the trash bin. I would even take the chairman over Morgana. Are you still here, Victoria? Your chairman, your principal, got 1 point. I would rank him above Morgana. Barely. Okay, Ari, I head off for a Valorant tourney. Hope you have a good rest of stream. Sounds good, yes. Have a good tourney. I hope you win and achieve victory. Although you're playing Valorant, Lemao. Chakia sen yes. Gumi Ari night. Greetings. Yes. Farewell. Until we meet in the next stream. Or DMs. Alright, take care, yes. You know, I actually like Mona. He isn't that bad. Shut. No, he is that bad. Morgana is, in fact, that bad, and I will die on this hill. May they forever be doomed to stay a cat. Can we make a tier below the mascots for Morgana? You know what? That's actually genius. That's actually genius. Hold on. I'm gonna change this category color then. Add a row below. Morgana. Oh my god. Hold on. No, you are an animal mascot. I really hate tier makers sometimes, chat. Can I change the text color? Fuck, I don't think I can. Alright, it's fine. Morgana! At the very bottom. Alright. Enough raging about this rage rate creature. Let's move on to some actual humans, shall we? And we have... Ryuji! Yeah, chat. How can you look at this guy and call him a thug? Bro is just wearing a graphic t-shirt and maybe has like his suspenders suspended in the air. That's it. Maybe he has like sort of the vibes of a delinquent student, but he's not a thug. He's not a thug. Look at him. He's just a scared guy. And of course, this is his Phantom Thief outfit. Look at that. Yippee! Maybe because he looks like a Yankee? He looks just as much of a Yankee as An does. Which is to say, neither of them look like Yankees. Shut uppy. Now, Ryuji has his own problems. He can be a little bit of like a perv or a tiny bit of a womanizer sometimes, but if there's one thing I can say about Ryuji, it's that he is the most loyal of all friends. I'm not even exaggerating when it comes to that. I think out of all the protagonist and pal relationships in Persona, I think Ryuji is basically the top. He's the best one of them. The way his social link is structured, like his core values, like the way he like stands up for his friends, the way he realizes like the consequences his actions have on others, his mom, his dreams. He's just a really good guy. FYI, Ari, I think you have no category set on your stream. What the hell? It should have been in just chatting. What the hell? Why did no one tell me until now? Well, now we're in just chatting. This will let me know, Irv. That's so awkward. Junpei is the man, but Ryuji is the homie. That's so true. That's so true. Honestly, if I were to date any of like the pal-coded characters in Persona, I think Ryuji would probably be the top among them. I don't think I would date Ryuji myself, to be quite honest. He still needs a little bit of growing up to do. When I can trust that bro will stop staring at girls in swimsuits, then maybe I'd consider dating him. But for now, he is actually the top of buddies for me. The top of friends. He is the homie. He is the man. I always thought it was just a glitch at first. Honestly, my OBS has had problems where, like, I will set a category and then it will just, like, never update it unless I press done, like, more than 2 times. So I don't know. OBS is being quite weird. I can't even, like, type in my Twitch chat doc in OBS. I had to open, like, a separate browser window for it. It's very, very weird. But yeah, thanks for letting me know. Hopefully it's just a one-off. Sorry, I didn't process it. It's okay. It's okay. No worries. Twitch and OBS are just stupid sometimes. Now, we have Takamaki-an, or Takamaki-an is probably the proper pronunciation. Also, ads are just starting, so just a heads up. I've been numing through this because I don't really want to pause for the ads, because otherwise I'll be here for an extra hour and a half. This is An. This is her Phantom Thief outfit. Yeah, so in Persona 5, An is actually a model. She actually has, like, a lot of really cool outfits. I wish they were showcased a little bit more. Do they have other outfits on this wiki? Let's see, P5S. That's just her Phantom Thief outfit. P5T, P5X, PQ2. Oh, this is her dancing outfit, and this is the version I used for the thumbnail. Yeah, she looks really good in casual clothes. She looks really freaking good. Like, honestly, when it comes to, like, fashionistas and Persona, An is, like, low-key my crush. Or not really, like, crush, but, like, I guess I could kind of model, I guess? Inspiration, there you go. Okay, that's cute. Yeah, isn't it? See, the base outfit is, like, a little less appointing, but I think she's also in, like, some sports-related teams/clubs. So her, like, her part-time model job doesn't really come into play in this design, unfortunately. So yeah, there's that caveat. That being said, I really like An. When it comes to, like, the romance links, I always go for An. I mean, yeah, there's always, like, Makoto, and there's Haru, and there's, like, other girls you can romance in Persona 5, but An is just, like, the favorite for me. I really like her arc. From the very first palace in Persona 5, how she rebels against, like, those kinds of, like, standards or assumptions, like, placed on her. I feel like the Phantom Thief outfit could have reflected that journey a little bit more, but honestly, like, she's just my best girl. She's just my best girl, hands down, and pretty much all of the Persona games, so I would put her in date material. If I had to complete a romance social link in Persona 5, it would be her, but I would not say I would marry her. So I would put her in, let's see. Yeah, I'd rank her above Mitsuru, honestly. Yeah. Hookup or marry? Honestly, yeah, she's pretty hot. I could understand her being on hookup material. Okay. Moving on, we have Yusuke. And the most I can say is that he is a painter. Yeah, Yusuke is a painter apprentice. So he's got a very sleek, elegant look to him. Here's his Phantom Thief outfit. He's got that fox mask on. This royal sprite. Let's see, I think he has another outfit in— oh my god, wait, this is my first time seeing Yusuke's Persona dancing outfit. Oh no, what? Bro, what are those spikes on your sleeves? Bro, how are you not puncturing holes in your jacket or your shirt? Buddy, those are like walking weapons right there. What is he doing? What is he doing? Okay, I am considering this dancing outfit not canon. What? Wow. Wow. Okay, to be fair, Yusuke is actually one of my friends' best boys, and she always romance— well, she can't romance Yusuke, but If he were able to be romance Persona 5, she would. Um, I also like Yusuke's arc. Um, and I really like how he ultimately stands up for himself and he reconciles with his past and just has like more faith in his abilities in general. And he's like overall he's like a really respectful kind of person. He's like real he's like a gentleman. Except for the beginning of his arc where if you know, you know. Poor An, am I right? Whoa. So if I ignored that part of his arc, I think it would be very solidly in dating material. But if I considered that, I'd be like, buddy, yeah, you need to understand a little bit more about like boundaries and consent and legality and whatnot, bro. I'm not quite sure Atlas considered all that when writing that arc, to be quite honest. But I think for now, I'll cut him some slack. I will put him in dating material. I think he's the first guy that's not Dojima-san to be put in dating material. I'll put him about the same level as Yucatan, but just below her. I like Yucatan a little bit more. Hard agree, I'd marry Yusuke. Yeah, Yusuke has some very ride or die hard fans for him. And I appreciate that. Okay. Next up, we have Makoto. We have Nijima Makoto. I actually do really like her design a lot. She's the student council president, and I think her IRL design really reflects that personality and how studious she is. But yeah, I know a lot of people really like romancing Makoto, which is like fine for me. I actually wasn't really a fan of the way her social link played out. I think it was maybe one of the weakest ones for me personally. Let's see. Can we find another outfit for her? Here's her dancing outfit. I don't know why the dancing outfits have been looking so edgy so far. No, like, seriously, look at these middle straps. I don't know if those are, like, pins or something? Weird. Anyway. But yeah, I think for me, I would definitely keep Makoto in the friend category. Not that I have anything against her, like, romance-wise, but I think she's, like, she can be an over-stickler for the rules sometimes. I like how she takes responsibility, but sometimes she just goes overboard with it, in my personal opinion. And as someone who doesn't really like feeling constrained too much, like, I like rules as, like, a general rule of thumb to go by, but if you start, like, being like, oh, this is the letter of the law, it must be enforced to, like, this minuscule degree, then I would start feeling very... what's the word I'm looking for? Resentful? I'd be a little bit resentful, so... in friend territory. And only friend territory. She does have a soft side, but... yeah. I couldn't see myself dating her. I think her social link is weak, but I love her part in the main story. Yeah, her part in the main story is fantastic. Excellent character development. But yeah, as like a general person, I really could not see myself dating Makoto. Where would I put her though? Maybe above Naoto? I'll put her below Makoto and above Naoto. That's trash. I mean, I might be over exaggerating a little bit. And I think she does develop beyond that. So, anyways, I think you should play the Persona 5 and make your own judgments. And not just purely judge based off what I'm saying right now, because I'm also avoiding spoilers. Basically, I'm judging a lot of the Persona 5 characters based on, like, their first impressions and, like, basically the bare beginnings of their character arcs. So, yeah. Yeah. Again. Like Bolt says, that's how she is in the beginning, but she grows beyond that. So I can understand why people want to romance her. She's just not for me. I don't think I could look past that. Okay, what the hell are they playing right now? Perfect, better. Full moon, full life. Alright, now next up is... Futaba! A very iconic design in Persona. I think this is actually one of my favorite designs in all of Persona 5. That being said, let's see. I really like her orange hair, her, like, the hime bangs, how long it is. I like her overall vibes in general. And of course, every time I see a good pair of headphones, that's an A+ in my book. Now, there is only one specific problem, and it's the fact that she is very solidly imoto younger sister material for me. I could never see her as a love interest. Unfortunately, she does have a romance link in the game, and I'm like, okay. But yeah. I don't think I even have a tier for, like, younger sister material, but let's see. Should I make a new row? Friend is looking kind of a little crowded, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you know what? I'll make a new row above hookup. Let's make it blue, I guess. Found family. Let's name it Found Family. But yeah, Futaba would definitely be Found Family sibling core for me. I wish I could elaborate, but I cannot because of spoilers. I have too many Mary. Oh god. Alright, chat. Which category is your most populated, and how many characters do you have in that category? I'm curious. Hi Rom, thank you for peeking in. Hope you're doing well. We are currently ranking Persona characters based on whether I would date them or not. If you would like to follow along and make your own tier list, don't worry, I got you. I'll paste the link again in chat. Boom. But yeah, we are approaching the end, basically the tail end of Persona 5 characters. So if you'd like to follow along until the end, feel free. Now, the next character is Haru. Haru is actually, like, really cute. She has, like, if I were to rank all of the Persona 5 characters based off silhouette, I think she has one of the more distinct ones because of, like, the way her hair is curled and puffed up at the end. So I really like her pink sweater jacket, especially, like, the reversible zipper she has there. She has, like, the floral tights. She's just, like, really cute. I wish I had a little bit more screen time, but overall, I actually really like her design. And it's even better when you look at her Phantom Thief outfit. Look at that! She's like a matador of sorts. Yeah! And she's wielding a double-sided axe. Even more cool points in my book. That being said, I think Haru and I would be, like, really good friends. She's a very quiet, gentle type. And I love people like that. That being said, because again, I am introvert, so I could not see myself dating another introvert. But she's the type of person who's always caring for plants. She has a really kind side to her. I think she has, like, a lot of gentleness that, like, rounds out the main gang in general. So yeah, I would put her in friend material. I put her maybe above Ren. She has my favorite Phantom Thief design. It is really unique. I really love the Phantom Thief designs in Persona 5. But hers is one of the best. Alright, let's see. NPC and Na have both 10%. Holy shit. Mary 17. French 26. Alright, maybe we should start considering breaking friend category up into, like, at least 2 separate categories. 26 is a lot, bro. And I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I thought 13 was bad enough. That's like exactly half of yours, Bolt. Bolt is an extrovert confirmed. Bolt just wanted to make friends with everyone. And you know what? I'm here for that. Friendship, better than romance in my books, honestly. I'm not Arrow or Ace, but like, good friend better than someone you might eventually break up with. Yeah, hell yeah, collect all those friends. Besties and regular friends? Maybe. Like, would you be like besties with them? Would you be like regular friend acquaintances with them? Etc. Yeah, those could be like good subcategories to consider. Alright, no spoilers, chat. No spoilers. Goro Akechi. Goro Akechi. I actually really like his royal splash art a lot more. I think he looks a lot more dapper in this one. The Persona 5 designs have like the downside of looking a little dull and like very desaturated, so I much prefer the royal artwork for the most part. But yeah. Easy life. Let's see. If I were to talk about Akechi-kun. Oh, how do I talk about him without discussing spoilers? I think he's a very complex character. He's a very complex character. Infamously in Persona 5 fandom, you will either love or hate him. I am on the side that loves him. That being said, like, man, he has like some really interesting outlooks on life. And then you find out more about his backstory and why he acts the way he does, and you're like, wow. Wow, he's like a... It's like he's a walnut, and you keep trying to like crack him open with like nut bolts, and then there are keep layers and layers and layers. He's a tough nut to crack. He's a really tough nut to crack. But he's like a really nice friend to like, you know, actually have those kinds of like deep conversations with. It's like, you have your fun friends, and then you have the friends that you go to when you're like, I feel like I've been having a tough time in life. And he's like, that's rough, buddy. Have you considered Socrates? Okay, not quite to that extent, but like, you get the general vibes. So honestly, I think Akechi would be like a really good buddy for me. For the most part. That being said, I actually really ship him with Ren. The reason I couldn't date Ren is because I ship him with Akechi. I was begging for Riven social links for Ryuji and Akechi so badly. So yeah, I'll put Akechi like maybe around the same tier as Makoto. But yeah, I really like Akechi's character a lot. Especially like in Royal with a certain palace, he really gets fleshed out there. So yeah, love him to bits. Then we have Sumire or Kasumi, I forget. Kasumi, I think. Best Mary. I actually don't like Kasumi that much. I actually really don't like Kasumi that much. But she is pretty. I'll give her that. I think she has an interesting arc as well. My gripe with her is that she's kind of like the designated new waifu of Persona 5 Royal. So a lot of like the original cast felt sidelined in the ending and in parts of like a certain palace in order to focus on her. So I'm a little salty about that. Call me petty. Call it petty, but I don't really like Kasumi that much. You can leave her for me? Yeah, you guys can take her. You guys can take her. I don't want her. I will say, her persona, her fancy name outfit is kind of sleek. I love her Phantom Thief outfit. I really love her mask and the sword that she wields. It's very nice. But yeah, I think for me, Kasumi would be more of like, I don't know. I guess I could be friends with her, but like, I'm struggling to separate my personal feelings about her as a character, like meta-wise, versus like whether I would actually be friends with her IRL, which I think I would. But every time I look at Kasumi, I'm like, oh my god, the potential you could have had, or the potential you squandered. So yeah, I'll put her in the friend category. I do think she's like she's very nice, very polite. Yeah. I'm trying to think of more good things to say about her, but I believe my salt may have overwritten most of those memories of my Persona 5 Royal playthrough. I will say she becomes a very interesting character in a certain palace, so I'll give her that. I'll give her that. She has layers. She does have layers. Just saw what you were talking about. Shh, no spoilers. No spoilers here. All right. Now we have, let's see, we have a few more characters to go. Now, oh my god. 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 Nijimasai. Nijimasai. Sai is so freaking hot. Ah! 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 Oh my god. Imagine being female protagonist and being able to romance the female characters. I would have gone for Sai instantly. I would have gone for Sai instantly. She is a lawyer. If I remember correctly. I believe she is a lawyer in Persona 5 Royal. So you know she got that big money, big mommy job. She's the grown-up. I mean, she literally is a grown-up. I just really love her design. Look at her long, sleek gray hair, her really classy outfit. The little, I think those are like butterfly wings, like butterfly wing accents she has on her sleeves and the bottom of her jackets. Oh, so good. So good. Oh, she has a really interesting arc as well when it comes to like justice and other core values like that. So honestly, for Sai, I had to manually add her to this tier list, by the way. The original template I took this from did not have her for like some godforsaken reason, but you know I had to add her. Honestly, marriage material for me. I finally have a woman in marriage material, and it's Sai. What can I say? She's exactly my type. Yeah! She's the hottest by far. No, Persona Atlas cooked when designing her. I don't know what they did, but they need to do it again for the next Persona game. But you know, they can't replicate Sai. They can't replicate her, but they need to do their best to keep that same energy when designing the next set of Persona characters. I need another Sai in the next game. I will put her in date most likely, or hook. Very solid as well. Honestly, she could like fit in almost any of the romance categories for sure. But no, for me, she is marriage material. when I'm looking for a waifu, she is the archetype of what I want. All right, now we have Sojiro, the guy who takes Ren in Persona 5. You know, at first comes off really brusque and harsh. I mean, like, for kind of good reason. He believes, like, Ren is like a delinquent, criminal sort of student, but he really warms up to you over the course of the game, and you win his trust. He gives you more responsibility and freedom and trust in general, and what a great guy. Best dad. I would not romance him. I mean, guys, look at that goatee. I would not romance him at all. Hell no. But I think he is very solidly in found family category for me. I would always go to him for like life advice and things like that, and fun coffee facts. NPC material. Not if they're our father figure first. All right, and finally, least but not least, we have Takoto Maruki. No spoilers, chat. No spoilers. I will say, this is one of the few designs that actually pulls off the glasses really well. Unfortunately, I do still see the goatee and the chin there, so you guys can tell by now, I really am not a fan of facial hair, especially like really visible facial hair. It's a lot less pronounced in his video game sprite, I think, so it's more tolerable there. But in general, this is the vibe he has going on. He is a psychologist. And I do think he fits that occupation like look to a T. His hair is okay, chat. When you say messy hair, this is what I think of when I like think of messy hair. Like as like the really floppy, unstyled bangs with Ren, with the Persona 5 protagonist. It's just like slightly styled messy hair. Like he at least like puts a little bit of effort into it. Like you can tell he combs it. This guy, he doesn't put any effort into it. This is what I consider messy hair. Did I miss the school nurse? We're not including the school nurse because I'm only including major characters that have social links. So unfortunately, school nurse is not making it in, but maybe I'll do another tier list where I rank NPCs with social links. He's so hot. I actually think he looks pretty with his video game sprite. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, he doesn't look too shabby here. Yeah, that's his confident look. I think, let's see. Oh, this is fine. The proportions are a little warped. But this is like his general sprite and dialogue, and he looks fine here. Oh my god, Sam is a little bit too down bad. Holy shit. Alright, for me, for Maruki, he's kind of like Akechi, where he has a lot of interesting thoughts about oh, I realized I forgot to add one more person in like a new tab. He has a lot of interesting thoughts on life, philosophy, how we respond to like trauma or different struggles in life. If we were not psychologists and patients, you know, I could see myself relatively getting along well with him. I don't know if I'd put him in friend category. I honestly probably hookup. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'd put him in hookup material. Not marriage material, not dating material, but he is pretty enough that I consider friends with benefits. Like the benefits would have to be like really damn good for it to happen. You want to be a patient forever? Isn't there something like an oath that you have to take where it's policy, HIPAA, you're not supposed to contact your patients after they leave your practice, things like that? Sam's been reading too many Dr. X patients and fanfics on AO3. I see how it is. Details, just close your eyes. No, my eyes are wide open. I only close them when I want to, and in this case, I shall not shut them. Psychiatrists and benefits. Oh, guys, we're really making the boundaries murky with this one. Oh, the feds are gonna be after us, bro. Alright, so yes, Maruki will be in hookup material. Give me 1 second, chat. Because I realized I forgot something. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Oh, here we go. Alright, I had to make sure I wasn't like clicking into anything spoilery. Alright. Now these are the Velvet Room attendants and Persona 5. Caroline and Justine. I realized I forgot to open these up in a new tab. Honestly, they're kind of cute. I like the whole like prison guard aesthetic they have going on. There's just one teensy weensy problem. There's just one teensy weensy problem. And it's the fact that they're children. Oh no, they're children. Well, at least they're not 7, but they're still children. But in terms of like Velvet Room attendants, I do think they have the best designs. I will say this objectively. The prison guard military cap with the short/skirts, the whole uniform they have going on, pretty good. Pretty good. I agree. Yeah. They actually have a distinct silhouette. Look at the letters. Look at the letters on their caps as well. MRN, OYO, yeah. I really like it because spoiler. Yes. And speaking of spoilers, those are all the characters I'm going to be ranking for this tier list. To go over any others would be covering major spoilers, so I am not even going to touch them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that tier list. Let's do one final recap, shall we? In my Mary category, we have Akihiko for my husbando and Saya for my waifu. I don't think anyone here is surprised. For dates, we have Dojima-san, An, Mitsuru-senpai, Yuka-tan, Yusuke, Rise, Yukiko, and Kotone. And then friend category, we have Ryuji, Mari, Fuka, Chie, Haru, Kasumi, Ren, Makoto. Makoto and Makoto. I literally just realized, oh my god, they have the same name. The kanji is probably different, but you know, it's technically Makoto. Akechi, Naoto, Shinjiro, fucking hell, I forgot his name. Thug Dude, Yosuke, Yori. Then in Found Family, we have Futabas, the younger sister model, and Sojiro as the father model. Hookup, Maruki, Aegis, Margaret. NPC, Theodore, Elizabeth, Yu, Adachi. Best boy, Pet, Koromaru, Trash bin, the chairman. No, you are children. Ken, Caroline and Justine, Nanoka. Wait, that's Mao. Wait, Nanoko. I've been watching too much of the Mao anime, and the main character's name is Nanoka. Nanako. No, you are an animal mascot, Teddy. And then we have the little bottom of the barrel, Morgana. Self-explanatory. Alright, well, my chat already thinks that I should have put Shinjiro in marriage material, but you who are watching this VOD, or maybe perhaps even a future edited YouTube video, what did you think? Which characters would you have put in different categories if you disagreed with me on certain parts? Or maybe which parts did you agree with me on? I would love to hear all your thoughts and how you ranked all of these characters on your own. I'll be putting the link for this tier maker template in the description box, and you can also find it in YouTube chat for those who are watching live. So feel free to let me know your final rankings. Share this with me on my Twitter or Blue Sky or in my Discord server, and I would love to have a discussion about it. But ultimately, that's gonna do it for me tonight. I hope you enjoyed tonight's ranking. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll be playing Persona 3 Reload tomorrow, Friday, 7 p.m. EST. So yeah, how do you end the YouTube video, guys? Hope you enjoyed. Gumiari. Wait, fuck. It doesn't work because I'm streaming. Chat, how do I sign off? So how do I sign off on a YouTube video by using Gumi? I can't use Gumiari night or Gumiari eve. Gumiari bye? I guess. Sounds so awful. Sounds so awful. Gumi ari hai, gumi ari pai. I will eat your souls, gumi 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 ho go. Alrighty. Maybe it was a mistake asking you guys. Gumi ari. You know what? Let's leave out the gumi. ari. ari, YouTube. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye. Alright, and we assume that's where the YouTube video cuts out. If I turn this into a YouTube video, which I'm going to try. I'm going to try and do it. Gumi ari, peace out. That's too many syllables. That's like gumi ari, peace out. That's 6. That's 6 syllables too many. Okay. Well, that's basically it. That's gonna wrap it. I'm gonna download this image before I forget. Okay. And yeah, for those of you watching live right now, feel free to share your completed tier list in the multimedia section in my Discord server. Type in ! Discord in chat to get the invite link. I think it's also available in the description box in my YouTube stream. Don't quote me on that though, but yeah. Yeah, thank you for the command there. I'm gonna put it in YouTube chat as well. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna switch scenes. Whew. Well, that was a really solid 3.5-hour stream. I hope you guys really, really enjoyed. It's been a while since I did just a pure yapping stream without like any sort of gameplay or karaoke or things like that. So I hope you enjoyed like the change of pace. It was actually really nice doing this for once. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do today, but I scheduled the stream last night, and then I had like a stroke of genius at literally like 3 a.m. in the morning. Wait, we're playing Persona. We're playing Persona on Friday. What if we just rank Persona characters? And here we are. Here we are. Whether you're a Persona veteran or you're just completely new to Persona whatsoever, haven't touched a single game, I hope that's incentivized you to maybe pick one up for yourself. If you liked certain characters, you wanted to marry them, maybe you should play Persona 3 or 4 or 5 and play their social link, and maybe if they have one, romance them. So yeah. Please, there are really good sales in the Steam Summer Sale, or if you prefer consoles, I'm pretty sure they go on sale very often on PlayStation and Xbox as well, so they're also, I think a couple of games should be available on Nintendo Switch 2 as well, so literally, whatever your choice is, buy it, borrow it from the library, borrow it from a friend, play it, and let me know what you think. I want so many more people to get into Persona. It's one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. I'm pooped from talking nonstop for 3.5 hours. This is how you know I'm not an introvert, chat. This is how you know I'm not an introvert. After 3.5 hours, I feel that battery slowly going down. But I think it's fitting that we end with mass destruction. I feel like it's destruction of my vocal cords at this point. Alright. So yeah, as I mentioned like a few minutes ago, quick housekeeping chat before we leave for the night. Tomorrow I'll be streaming Persona 3 Reload at 7 p.m. EST. We're not doing it on Saturday. Not on Saturday because it's the 4th of July. So we'll be back to Saturday Persona streams next week, but I will be continuing Reload tomorrow, Friday, 7 p.m. EST. The waiting room is already up on my channel, so if you want to like head over there, click the notify me button when I go live, yada yada, hang out in the waiting room, chat room, please feel free. And then I forgot to mention this at the beginning of stream. Next week, we will be having a collab with Sunhwa. It's our rescheduled Bokura collab. If you remember the first time we tried to play Bokura, my controller wouldn't work. So I couldn't like move or jump around or anything. But now I have the same controller. Everything should be working perfectly this time. So we'll be having a revenge arc. We'll be having a revenge arc next week on Friday. And so yeah, next week, Friday is Bokura collab with Sunhwa. Saturday will be Persona 3 Reload. We might have a stream on Tuesday, depending on how I'm feeling. But don't quote me on that yet. I don't think the Honkai Star Rail MOC refresh is for another couple of weeks, so yeah. I'll keep my eye on the calendar and let you guys know what's coming up. But in the meantime, that's basically it. Hopefully some shorts will be actually posted this weekend. Now that I'm no longer sick, I can actually like dedicate my time to working on them. So yeah. I think that's all the housekeeping I need to do. Alright, let's see. Who should we watch? Da 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 da. Very fun stream. Alright, thank you for the fun stream idea. No worries. Thank you. Thank you for coming tonight. I do hope people will come by tomorrow for Persona 3 Reload as well. I know a couple of people did want to like play through the games themselves, which is completely valid. But yeah. I always like yapping with people while I'm playing my games. So if you guys have the time, I would love it if you dropped by, even if for a little bit. Let's see. Sachi is live. Who else? Who else is live on the Thursday nights? This is not my usual stream day, so... Lumi? Oh, Lumi's playing Invoker. Oh, right! Lumi and Irvin and Invoker collab. Okay. Meter is doing Pokemon? Okay. Then Suzume is playing Deltarune. Oh. Well, unfortunately, I'm not caught up to Deltarune. Alright, we will raid Sachi, guys. She's currently yapping with her chat, and I think she's gonna play Ace Attorney later. Alright. Let's see, where is... Raid message, raid message. Oh, thank you, Bolt, yeah. Oh, also, if you guys want to spam our new raid emote, our new Twitch channel emote as well, please feel free to do so. Insert them into the raid message if you wish. But yeah, otherwise, like, paste whatever you want to. I don't care, my brain is dead. I have forgotten how to speak in English. Alright, chat. Have a gloomy rest of your Ari night. I'll hopefully catch you tomorrow for Persona 3 Reload. If not, I'll just catch you and the next Wednesday. Oh, before I forget. This Sunday, 7 p.m. EST is our Discord group watch of Go For It Nakamura-kun, episodes 1 through 3. So don't forget that. We'll be watching it in my Discord server. I nearly forgot to say that. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay. Alright. For real, those guys. For reals, guys. What the fuck is English? Good Ari night. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Bye.